Well, on that note, Mike, we have game one about to tip off in this best of seven tunnel vision. No smoke. They're in the arena. No smoke's got a home game. I do see the double locks, Mike, so let's keep an eye on the turnovers and the bumpiness that this series has in store for us as Wolf and Feast are both on their lock builds at the 3 and 4. You see the star-studded lineup there for No Smoke in their home white uniforms.
Woo.
Glass Cleaner for Ramo, Lockdown Defender at the 4 and the 3, Pure Sharp at the 2, and we'll take a look at Tunnel Vision in those road oranges, the standard for their squad as they've made an impressive run through the playoffs here on the PS4 side. Got Shump out here in his lockdown. You got Umadha on the shot-creating slasher, Jay on the sharp rebounder. It's going to be an exciting series. We're going to tip it off momentarily for you here on WR Live. Best of 7. We're underway. Snowbike Mike and your boy Prophecy on the 1s and 2s. Let's get it started with Goated on the right hash.
And this will be an exciting one to watch. This is the moment right here that you and I were kind of talking about in the pregame. This No Smoke team wants to body you. They want to bump you. They want to get you off your axis on the offensive side. And if you're part of the Tunnel Vision team, your main goal is to take it slow, be mindful of the hands in the cookie jar, be on the watch for hands in the passing lane, and you have to score every possession. You cannot let this team start off running in transition and letting them get the best advantage of you with easy turnovers. You got to control this narrative right now if you're goated in the squad.
No question. And No Smoke's not a team that relies on one particular individual to carry them in the offensive load, so it'll be interesting to see how their defense sets in here in game one. There's a rebound off to Fab as we get things started here. He's dribbling up the right side. I want to say what up, go to Distrum and Todd Mir and Sav in the chat. Big Ticket, Texas. Thanks so much for joining us. Johnny 2K's in the building, showing love. Hoodie Breezy. Appreciate everybody joining in, including the big boss Ev as well. Here's Original Malik at the top of the key. He's going to have press coverage. A little pinch there.
Great defense to stop that one. And now Tunnel Vision's going to have a chance to be on the move here. And this is that moment we talked about, that first possession. They didn't get a bucket. Fab and the team were off on the run. They get the same thing, and they kind of go into this half-court offense now. Can they get something produced here against this strong defensive team?
Here's you mad with the ball fake. He pulls and fires midi. That's going to ricochet around the rim. Off to Jay. Swings a pass to the corner and Shump on the left side. Little step back. Forced to pick up his dribble. Back up to the top. And Jay has it. A little scary there. Deflected out of bounds. And we will stay right here with 4 seconds left on that shot clock. No score early on.
No score yet, and, hands in the passing lane, but good offensive rebound to reset there. That's a big-time fadeaway from beyond the arc, and that's a good start right there for Tunnel Vision. That's what I like to see, and that second chance opportunity is going to be big for both teams. You know that Ramo's going to be down low, looking to eat it up on the glass, so you got to stop him at any opportunity to kick out to the corners and get a 3 off the second chance.
This is a perimeter-heavy Tunnel Vision team, so it's good to see their perimeter getting off to a good start, make this as competitive a series as we could possibly get between these two teams. Here's Goated on the attack. It's a 3-3 score here, 2 minutes gone in the first. The WRPS4 Finals. Block inside, on cue. Ramo with the rejection, no postage. They swing it ahead to Feast. Corner pass to Wolf. No good off the glass, but Ramo pulls it in and kicks it out to Malik, who hits the 3 there.
And that's that second chance opportunity that we talked about. You have to stop it on the defensive glass. You have to control this ball, because if they get it, they're going to get a quick kick out. And Malik is a knockdown shooter. Feast in the corner is going to knock it down. This is a big 3 with a hand in his face. I don't like seeing those, Prophecy. I like to see some passing. I don't like the no-pass jacks, as I like to call that.
No doubt. Got to be careful with your shot selection. Every possession is so crucial, especially in a swing game like this, game number 1. So valuable in a best-of-7 format, setting the tone mentally and with the edge in the series, obviously. So here's a miss from the top of the key, an opportunity for the home team. No Smoke. That's a pretty finger roll with the left hand inside. And No Smoke got to the 10-3 advantage. Nearly 3 minutes gone in this first quarter. WR Finals for Season 13.
2 missed 3s in a row right there leads to No Smoke in transition, and this is how it's going to start. We talked about this. They're going to get you on the defensive side. They're going to make you play the offense you do not want to play. And now when No Smoke gets to running, they get these easy transition buckets. The score will start to tally on you. You're down by 7 with 2 minutes remaining in the first. You cannot start off game 1 slow in this best of 7 right now.
No, we're seeing just what you talked about, Mike, coming out strong for No Smoke. They're fiery. They're flying around on defense. There's another stop. Outlet to Feast, and Wolf has the midi. That's going to be cash with the left hand. Pretty little jump shot there. And we're approaching the last 2 minutes of the first quarter here.
And
it's
great
been a
extra
struggle.
pass.
Tunnel vision out here, only with 3 points, getting a feel for their opponent. Jay with the swing pass to Goated, top of the key. They're going to have the dive. That's good defense on the help side, but Jay's able to get it down for a much-needed basket here.
That's a must-have basket right here to try to keep it close, try to get a little momentum on your side. There's going to be the reach-in by Goated. We're going to go over to the hash mark, and let's see what this team does, No Smoke, in the offensive set from half court. This team likes to run and gun. Malik's just going to yank one up, and we talked about that. This man will knock it down left, right, and center, and now we have a 10-point lead in favor of your home team.
It's an interesting night for this series to take place, Mike. We saw kind of a Twitter uproar today regarding the latest patch, and we saw crab animation right there. That was a green bean, so interesting to see that right from jump here in game one.
Very interesting to see, especially with the latest patch, but somehow Malik makes it look good, and that was my worry, is this guy likes to shoot it with hands in his face right around him, and with this latest patch that people are talking about, this could play a factor into his game. He quickly quiets me with that knockdown, and here comes another one from that free throw line extended. That's good. And this lead continues to grow and it's getting a little out of hand here early in the first.
Well, Malik's in full control, Mike, just doing what he needs to do, orchestrating the offense, finding his spots. Very decisive early on, and that's paid dividends for No Smoke. Good defense and pressure on the right wing. Couple of crossovers and a step back for Goated. He goes to Jay. Little dribble penetration. Played beautifully by No Smoke on the back end there. And it'll stay right here with tunnel vision. 17-5 your score. 40 seconds to go here in a pivotal game one that No Smoke has just jumped up right on top of here.
Oh, he said no down low in the paint. That's Ramo guarding that painted area. Now they're going to be on the run. It's very interesting to watch as you see Malik turns on the takeover bats. Can't knock that one down. And they're going to get the second chance opportunity by Ramo. Here comes that deep three. That's no good. And thankfully, you Mad Hunt is able to pull that one down. But what I was going to say is it's interesting when you look at both of these teams. You talked about Goated. He's kind of that facilitator, but also look to score a lot of points. Fab on this team does not have to be the point scorer. He is strictly a facilitator because we know Malik, Ramo, and everybody else will get their shots. So Fab is going to really be looked at to kind of set the tone, show that 2K personality that he has, and kind of lead this team without having to take the grunt of all of the work like Goated will have to do soon.
End of the first there on a vicious slam inside. That's how we close it out, 19-7. Got a very special guest, SnowBikeMike, returning to the ones and twos. WR Live here. I'm your host, Prophecy, for the WR Season 13 Finals. We're excited to be here for 7 games. That's a rim-rattling 3-ball there from long range. 22-7, No Smoke getting in their bag now. This getting a little out of hand. Tunnel Vision's going to have to make a run sooner than later if they want to make this a competitive game one.
No doubt about it, and they have to score every possession. I know, of course, that's easy to say, but truly, you have to slow down this No Smoke team. Once they get going in transition and you can't get back on defense, they're going to make you pay. Make them go into this half-court offense and try to stop them there. Malik is going to put up a bad, ill-advised 3 with the takeover running out, and now you got a chance to run and try to score here. That's what I want to see from Tunnel Vision all night long.
Such a big pot on the line. Reflective of the growth of WR Pro Am League. We appreciate all the teams supporting the stream tonight. Players coming to check it out. We're going to be here with you for the long haul. As Goated dribbles around a screen at the top. He's going to throw a phantom alley that's collected by Fab there and a reach-in foul. Will stop the transition game. So No Smoke having no difficulties early on adjusting to this Tunnel Vision team. That certainly speaks to what we might see going forward in the series, but a long way to go here. Here's Fab. Midi, no good.
Gets bailed out of that, and there's Goated all the way on the run. That's that fast break offense that you need, and a good stop. Fab probably should have knocked that one down being left open, but they get the luck of the ball, and now they got a chance down by 10, and let's make it single digits here with Goated on the run. What are they going to look for? Jay's just going to yank up a 3. No good. Big-time bailout there, and you Mad Hunt gets that second chance opportunity.
It's a great job by Tunnel Vision. Showing some fight here in game one. Love to see it. That's what these two teams are all about. Certainly have done a lot of work to get to this point, and they're excited, just like we are here, to bring you this best of 7.
Fab passes up that 3. Like I said, he's going to be the facilitator, and a lot of passes leads to the steal. Goated going to yank up a 3, had the easy layup there. Interesting move right there, but bailed out by Shump. Thankfully, the big man's able to get the second chance, and they got to have a basket here, and there leads to a big-time block, and that's going to go in favor of No Smoke off of the offensive back. And man, that was too bad there, Prophecy. You got to kick it down low and get that easy transition too. We talked about it. You're down by a lot. Let's not worry and settle into threes. We have a long game ahead of us.
Agreed. And we've talked about that on the stream before, Mike, is just teams kind of falling in love with that three-point shot despite whatever the meta may be. Got to take those easy buckets when you have them. Take those dives, take those middies around the elbow area, around that pick and roll game. Got to have those points as the games go on. That's a good shot from the top, and they're in trouble, down 11 once again. Halfway through the second here, goaded on the attack.
No doubt, and you give up a big three from Malik, and there's another steal right there. And now No Smoke is going to come right back at you and continue to add on to this lead. This is not what you want. And let's see what Tunnel Vision can do. I'm going to be keeping an eye on them on the offensive side. I want to see them get in transition, but I also want to see, can they score in this half-court set? They got to slow down this No Smoke team.
They're heavily relying on their perimeter. We mentioned that at the top. So it's the 1 and 2 that you're looking for to score if you're Tunnel Vision. I'm sure No Smoke is aware of that in play here, and they've done a good job guarding that perimeter so far. Here's Jay at the top. Ball faking a little wrap action. Killer tried to get loose there. Nothing doing. He'll pace his dribble. Top of the key here, looking for the dive. He'll whip it in there to Jay, and that's a rim rattling thunderous dunk for him. Good job by Tunnel Vision to hang tough so far. They're not letting it get too out of hand. We've seen them fall a couple of times by double digits, but here they are. Down 9, putting some pressure on. Ramo gets it in the post.
Ooh,
Fab.
Big
That's
time
cash.
three. You know, that was, of course, a nice possession by No Smoke, but to touch on the previous possession by Tunnel Vision, great patience. That's what you're looking for from your point guard when you're playing this pick and roll meta. You got to have the patience to know when the drop goes down, can you hit the roller, or can you hit somebody in the corner for that dot across the courts? And it's all about the patience. Who has it, who doesn't? And we're going to find out right now with Godin as he puts up a 3 from the hash mark. No good, but killer. Or, I mean, you mad, huh? Able to pull down the offensive board.
Big boards for Tunnel Vision early on. Some second chance opportunities. Ball fake at the elbow. Here's goaded around a J screen. He's going to take a leaner. We saw that on an early possession go down for him. No good that time. Under a minute now. An 11-point lead for No Smoke. Fab looking for the Krabby. That's no good. Another big board. Big man doing work as he does. He's been a presence on both sides of the ball here so far. An MVP caliber season that he's had, putting up great numbers throughout the regular campaign for his team, No Smoke.
It's easy to touch on the duo of Ramo and Wolf. You know, Ramo's going to be down controlling that painted area, and Wolf is going to be out there on the defensive side. Malik's your player to watch. He's the knockdown shooter. But let's keep an eye on Fab facilitating. Of course, Feast, he's been quiet in the corner. They haven't needed to go to him yet with those dots, but he is there, and he can knock those down. He'll put up a quiet double-digit scoring performance if he's left open over there.
Defense has stayed true so far. There's a whip behind the head pass. Interesting decision there. Doesn't get through. Shump's going to go hard to the rack. Lefty throwdown in traffic there, and a big bucket. Keeps Tunnel Vision down 7, so you got to be happy if you're Tunnel Vision where you stand, I think, after that start.
No doubt about it. I mean, after a slow start, they've kind of found their momentum. They're down by 9, but they're keeping it close. This could have gotten out of hand pretty quick towards the end of the first. This is a good 5-minute outing right now for Tunnel Vision, and that could have dropped. Does not, unfortunate. We're going to head into half with a pretty decent game on our hands. Tunnel Vision just a couple steps away from making it interesting.
Did you see the score on your screen there? Malik with 14 big points for his squad, up 9. You see the shooting disparity there, 38% for Tunnel Vision. So we'll look for that to improve as the game and series goes on. They are distributing the ball, No Smoke staying true to their form here, spreading the wealth and getting buckets from all areas of the court and in the transition game. So let's watch this second half, third quarter just underway in game 1. Huge game for these teams with over 7K in winnings on the line. WR Pro-Am League Finals. Get excited out here. Let's go.
There you go. Get loud. And Shump going to start us off with a big-time steal with his takeover badge as the lock. And that's what you want to see from Shump. Let's set the tone early here in halftime. Down by 9. Let's try to dig into this deficit. And that's going to be possibly a steal for No Smoke. An unfortunate events there. And right back by Jay. That's thankful for Tunnel Vision to possibly get one here.
We see so many of the erratic sequences going back and forth in this 2K. It's fun to watch sometimes. The players just scrambling defensively. But a lot of heads-up plays are made in those sequences. It's not to be understated, the impact that those steals have. Here's Feast inside with the big and one jam. Foul on Jay. He'll head to the line for a bonus point here with that 4:20 mark coming on the third quarter clock. And No Smoke still with the advantage here. Tunnel Vision, before time becomes a factor here, they're going to look to make a push. They're still down 12. We've seen them inch that 7.8 point mark, but they haven't got over the hump just yet. As Goated attacks at the top of the key. Screen set. He's pulling. No good. Ramo, the board there. Pardon if I mispronounce. This Fab, top of the keys, looking for the Krabby. Doesn't get it. Ball fake. He'll hand it off.
Oh, and just enough space for Malik to put that one down from good. And, man, that's the type of thing you kind of switch over to get on Ramo. And, unfortunately, if you leave Malik open, who you need to stay on like white on rice, he's going to knock it down with any sort of space. And you Mad Hun's going to miss that one. And here we go, continuing to add on to this lead right now is No Smoke. Let's see what Fab and the boys are going to get for us on this half-court set. Oh, my.
Malik from deep. No good. Not able to connect there. He was feeling himself a little on that one. Goated with a nice dot to the corner. It's Shump at the lefty J. That's cash for 3 and a big bucket to stop the bleeding. Big sequence of events there. They dodge a bullet and shoot one right back. It's a 12-point deficit now. Defensive possession here, big.
And Shump doing it on the offensive side right now, getting a good couple of buckets, but he's really going to be the man to watch on the defensive side. As you can see with that lockdown, he's going to be picking up Malik, and he's in charge of a huge task here. This is going to be do or die for this Tunnel Vision team. Can you stop the shooter and force this No Smoke team to go to somebody else on the offensive side?
Nice outlet pass there and a finish on the other end. See the bigs working together there wonderfully in transition. Reaching that halfway point of the third here, so we're getting an idea of what we're going to be watching. No Smoke with the early advantage in this series. Tunnel Vision trying to scrape and claw. They lose it. It's going to be Wolf with the outlet. Around the free throw line. Ramo's going to get fouled by Killa. We'll have an inbound from the right hash mark. Smoke looking to take this game one in a resounding fashion. Let's see if Tunnel Vision can make a push behind their defense. They do get a deflection.
Goated knocks that one down, and that was another moment we were going to talk about. If he missed that, has a wide open person in front of him about 5 steps to get the easy layup, pulls one up from deep, and he's able to knock that one down for a long two. And that was a big-time shot there, because if he missed that, we would have probably started to criticize the idea of shooting it up when he should have passed. But it goes in. They possibly get a defensive stop. Yes, they do. And now they're going to continue to add on and try to cut into this deficit right now.
Great deflection, a questionable shot selection there. Tough miss. Got to take advantage of those situations at this level. There's
Shump, good timeout right there. We've seen this in this game. You know, that backcourt violation is very 50-50 on some of the calls there when you get that steal right at the half-court line. So you got to be careful. Smart timeout by Shump to keep this ball. And here's some momentum right now in this defensive side. Shump and the team have stepped up, getting some hands in the passing lane and getting some steals that could lead to easy baskets. They got to get these going in right now to try to add on to this.
See some discussion in the chat regarding clear path fouls. A situation that just took place there. Maybe an opportunity missed just by the game not awarding that defensive play properly. So that's always interesting to watch as well. Those teams bailing themselves out with those reaches.
That is a
quarter court.
You know, Prophecy, that's a tough one to watch, and it seemed like that has truly never really been identified and fixed to the way that I would like to see it, because I see a lot of teams just bail themselves out of silly offensive possessions that lead into turnovers, and they're just able to quickly get a reach in and try to stop that transition, and now we're going to be in transition with Feast. But yeah, the clear path foul, that needs to be identified, hopefully coming soon, maybe next year, on how this can be better for the game.
Malik with a nice pass inside. Good defense on the help. Feast will have it in the left corner. Tunnel Vision staying home, doing a good job.
Great job on the defensive side. And that's a good pickup right there by Shump. And here we go on the run. Let's see what Goated's going to do now with 3-on-2 situation. He's going to have to pull it back and reset. And unfortunately gets just stolen there. And Feast will get an easy transition bucket there. And that's the type of stuff we talked about in the pregame. No Smoke is going to cause you to throw those chaotic passes. You need to slow it down, you know, get yourself in a defensive stance and kind of pull it out with the dribble instead of throwing it up where you know they're going to get in that passing lane.
30 seconds left in the third here. Second half action of game number one. Pivotal swing game in this best of 7. Here's Killa. Fills it up. Impressive shot. The lefty J there. Cuts it to 11. So we've seen this time and time again, Mike, throughout the second half. Since the later stages of the second, they just haven't been able to get over the hump here against No Smoke. Such good decision makers on that side.
Yes, I'll give it to him for keeping it close. But yes, what will be that factor to get them over that hump and maybe cause a 5-point deficit of 4 points? Right now, they're just not getting close enough. That's going to be offensive interference. So that's a nice one for them to try to get back into it. But we're going to have 5 minutes remaining in game number 1. What is going to be the factor that pushes them over that hump that Prophecy spoke about and get them closer and possibly in striking distance to win this game? We'll find out right now as 5 minutes remain here in game number 1.
I got to believe they got to get that perimeter going. They do rely a lot on Goated to initiate that offense here. We mentioned some of the numbers, 25 points per game in season play. Killa up around 17 points per game just in the semis. So that perimeter is a force, and they do rely on them for a lot of their offensive production. We've seen it kind of stymied here by the excellent No Smoke defense. Fourth quarter underway, though, and here they are in a 9-point game. Takeover activated for the lock on the other side.
No doubt about it. And they had a great find on that hook around. Nice find there, and that gets to an easy bucket. Now they got to step up on defense. Who's going to lock down? And 50-50 ball almost goes their way, and it does go their way in an odd call there. And we're going to take this ball. Let's see if they can make it a 7 or 6 point game now.
Here we go. A chance to get over that proverbial hump we talked about. Goated. He's pressured in the backcourt. He's going to find some space. Hits the corner. Their defense was there. UMAD is going to pull. That's a tough midi. He doesn't get it to go. And Ramo there with a nice clean board.
Definitely. You know, it's interesting. Great patience there to get the man to jump past him and get the open long two. But you think with that kind of patience, you set your feet and get the easy one there. They get fouled in transition off the steal, and they're right back again, knocking on the door, trying to get a bucket here.
They're working. UMAD on the inbound. 3/4 court hash left side. Goated. Hesitation cross. He'll wait for the screen to be set. Look for some space at the top. He's firing. Fills it up. Nice shot there.
That's a huge three for Goated to get him going late in this ball game. Like we talked about, Goated a little bit different than Fab's going to be as the facilitator. Goated's going to be looked at to put in a lot of baskets throughout the night and keep this team close. So he's got to have a bucket like that. And unfortunately, Ramo just too big down low. He's going to quiet that transition bucket there.
We'll look for them to take more advantage of that size inside, I imagine. See how that plays as the series goes on. It's all about adjustments, of course, in a 7-game series. You're going to see a lot of different things happening out of their core offenses on both sides. Maybe some of those extra passes that Mike alluded to earlier in the broadcast come into play more decisions on each subsequent possession. Well, that's the hope, at least.
And a bad decision-making right there to throw it 100 feet across the court. And now you're going to give it to No Smoke underneath the basket. That might not have been the move there with 3.5 remaining there.
Got to take care of that rock. Here's Ramo in the post. Low block action here in 2K19. He's going to get fouled. And they'll put a stop to that before he throws it down right over top. 41-33. Big possession defensively once again. 16 on that shot clock. They operate right side. Pick and roll game, clear lane. No defensive pressure whatsoever.
And that's the decision-making you want to see from your point guard in the pick and roll. Don't get complacent on always giving it to the picker that drops down on the roll. Don't get complacent on finding that dot. I want to see somebody be aggressive. Find that open lane and take it right to it after the pick and roll. That's a great find there. And Killa going to knock down a big three of his own and keep this game in striking distance for him. We're halfway through the fourth quarter, and right now Tunnel Vision needs a stop to really make this interesting.
They're right there, Mike. If they could just get a stop or two, deflected pass. They go inside, though, after it's collected in the left corner at a timeout by Ramo. Good defense.
No doubt, and great scramble on that. We always talk about that. The scramble is what breaks down teams after that second chance opportunity. He's able to get down there, get in front of Ramo. He wasn't on his backside. If he was on the backside of Ramo, Ramo would have had an easy bunny layup there, but gets in front of him, stops that, and that's a huge possession there for Tunnel Vision. Now they got 13 seconds to stop one more time.
Can they claw their way back in this game one? Ramo pushes that low block once again. He's dead in his tracks, though. Has nothing. Gets it to Feasted. A big block inside. What a play by Jay. They whip it ahead. It's going to be Shump on the other end, and a transition bucket makes it a 5-point game.
Here they are in striking momentum, and all they needed was that defensive stop, a huge block by Jay, and that leads to that easy bucket in transition. But you can't stop now. You got to get back onto it, and unfortunately, Malik is going to shoot it from the half-court logo, it looks like, and he knocks that one down, and that's just that lapse of judgment. When you get settled in and you forget about the shooter, he's going to knock it down and make you pay and take all of that momentum out of your sails.
That's a big-time player making a big shot in a big game. Under 2 minutes to go now. Killer right hash. Has a screen. They'll slip it. Dot the pass inside to Jay. That's a good read and a good pass.
Great find right there.
Oh, here we go down the stretch. Still a ball game here. See what happens. This Fab Freddy, we'll call him. All these players using everybody's builds here. I don't know who's who. What's going on?
That is one I want everybody in the audience to know. We will go off of just the usernames that we see, the gamer tags, the PlayStation names. That makes it easier for us announcers out there. We know other people are using each other's builds, so please be mindful. We're reading right off the script here.
Fab misses that crab. Goes the other way, so that's a big opportunistic basket there. They collect the defensive rebound on what looked to be an easy bucket. And it's 46-42, Tunnel Vision with a chance to maybe steal this one. We're under 90 seconds to go. No Smoke patiently walks it around the perimeter. Right elbow now for Fab. Swings it to Ramo. He's going to fire that three.
Yes.
No good off the rim.
That's what you want right there if you're Tunnel Vision in this final minute. Make somebody else beat you right now. Don't let Malik get that deep shot on you. Make somebody else put it up. You get Ramo to put up a three that he knew probably shouldn't have been thrown up on the final minute in the lead now. And now you have to strike. You have to get a good possession right here. And Goated going to pull up from that short elbow area, and that is good. And we got a 2-point ball game. This is the closest that Tunnel Vision has been to victory all night long. They got to get a stop now. This is going to be about 2 possessions left in this ball game.
Certainly bodes well for the rest of the series as well, regardless of how this one plays out. Here's Malik. Screen set by Ramo at the top. He's got a dive. Not there. Wolf in the corner. Full bar. Air ball. Feast has it. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Swings it to the corner. Dribble drive and a step back. He loses possession, and they're not even going to get a shot off. Interesting.
Wow. How incredible was that? Was to get the stop on Wolf in the corner, and, of course, that 2K animation where your guy can't get the rebound. It becomes a 50-50 ball. Feast gets it, and everything in my heart said, oh, no, that's too bad for Tunnel Vision. But the ball never lies. They get the shot clock violation. They do have 1 timeout remaining, 17 seconds. What are you going to do, Prophecy? Are we going for the win? Are we trying to get a 2 and force possible overtime?
I want to see a goated leaner from the top.
Oh!
That's just me, though. I go for the gusto.
I'm all about going for the overtime. You have the momentum now. Let's get the easy 2, and let's force this team to beat us in the next 3 minutes after we've shown that we have a chance to battle. They're going to take their final timeout, so they have 5 seconds here. You're going to have to take the best shot possible. It doesn't matter if it's a 3 or 2 now. You have to take the best shot possible. Could it be the goated leaner? We'll see. Shooting 2 of 6 on the outside right now, Prophecy. So it has to be a good one.
No doubt. We'll watch those dots to the corner as well. If they happen to get to that elbow area, that defense kind of rotates for that contest on the 2. Watch out for those corners. Here's Goated. 5 seconds left.
Put it up.
He's going to the rack. Floater is no good off the back rim. Unfortunate way to close it out, but an exciting finish nonetheless. No Smoke hangs on. 46-44. Spectacular game 1. Seemed like No Smoke was going to maybe run away with that thing at some points in the first half, but credit to Tunnel Vision for making that a ball game, giving themselves a chance to win towards the end. But they will fall, and they'll have to make some adjustments going into game 2, get their offense going. It's No Smoke takes that 1-0 lead. Mike, your impressions of game 1?
Wow, what a good one. I am so impressed by Tunnel Vision keeping it close, fighting back from such a deficit that they started with early in this matchup, and that's the moments that you need. When we talked about last night matchup, everything was so close. It was dictated by the final couple minutes. It wasn't truly any blowouts here, and this is what Tunnel Vision needs. You need to stay close, you need to keep close, and then try to strike right at that last moment. It was a great game, and I can't wait to talk more about it here during the post game.
No question. You see the 16-7 in the 4th there, so really good momentum going into game 2 despite not getting that victory down the stretch. All right, y'all. SnowBikeMike and Prophecy. WR Season 13 PS4 Finals. We're in here. Malik from the top to kick off Game 2. He cashes in. And No Smoke's off to the 3-0 lead here. We got a change in scenery here, Mike. We're going to get Tunnel Vision's home arena here. See if that does anything for him. Hopefully not up the series maybe. And Goated will work around the screens here.
Definitely, and it's nice to see Tunnel Vision at home, of course, after the close away loss. Sometimes I feel like the game gives you that little momentum, that extra boost right there when you're at home, and it could have played the difference for them on that final shot if they were at home. But you know what? The ball never lies, and here we go into game number 2, and they have to play their game. They have to slow down No Smoke and force them into a half-court offense where they go to somebody besides Malik. This man put up 20 points last night, and now it's going to be a big one again. 5-3, good 3 there to get us kicked off.
Big shot for Tunnel Vision in front of their home crowd. They're excited. The atmosphere's electric, in the Splash Arena for Tunnel Vision.
Good hands in the passing lane there. That's what you want to see. Let's earn it on defense for Tunnel Vision.
They definitely got to get stops. And I would say their offense just as crucial. Shot selection, not allowing, as you said, No Smoke to get out on the break. 5-3 here. Malik at the top. No Smoke in those road blues.
And there you go. Force somebody else to put it up besides Malik. Fab's going to miss that one from the outside, and Kevlis is going to push that one out of bounds, unfortunately. And, you know, passing out of the shot is always 50-50 there. They do get the ball back on their side, and we're going to have a timeout by No Smoke to kind of reset. Everybody get their bearings. We are here in Tunnel Vision's home court, and we want to catch our breath. Of course, us as the announcers, we just jumped into the action as well after that quick commercial break.
That's the beauty of the private matchmaking system. The players are ready to go. We got to be on top of it. It's a fun time to be a commentator. No more waiting screens, y'all. No more BRBs. Shump the inbound on the left side. Goated has it. Near the left hash, around a screen. He's going to look for some space with that lefty. Jay, that's money. 6-5 lead here for Tunnel Vision. Off to a pretty good start in this first.
No doubt about it. And there's your man, Goated, right there. You talked about it. You like that leaner 3. Well, there's a big-time 3 to get him going, and then a steal. Oh, but unfortunately, 50-50 ball goes back to Wolf. But you want to see Goated get going. You want to see him get in his bag. He is one of the workhorses for this Tunnel Vision team. You know, game number 1, he puts up about 16. He's got to have that 20 to 25 marker to get this W against a team like this.
There you see that crab animation. We talked about it. We've seen it successful a couple of times, so maybe the outroar, unfounded perhaps, from the player base going crazy as they do after every single patch drops. But that's all right. It's the nature of things. But Jay has it here. Right elbow. He's got nothing. He's stopped in his tracks by Ramo here. And Killa, top of the key, around a screen himself looking for space. That's a nice backdoor cut for Shump. Throws it down hard with the right hand.
Great find there, and patience towards the end, not to get flustered. Stay in your zone and find Shump, rely on Shump to get that backdoor. That was a huge possession for them. Keeps it close as Fab misses that one, and now they're going to be on the run to continue to try to add to this. And that's a great alley-oop over to you, Mad Huh, with the throwdown. Make it 10-8. Tunnel Vision here at home about to get everybody on their feet.
Highlight-worthy play there here in the finals. So exciting start. The game number 2. We're happy to be here with you. We're in for the long haul. It's a best of 7. You're watching game number 2, of course, with No Smoke out to that 1-0 lead. Tunnel Vision has answered the bell so far. And at 43 remaining in this first quarter. Wolf on the inbound to Fab, right hash mark. Around a Ramos screen. He's going to backtrack. Hesitation. Over to the side, and Malik fills it up. Man, that's such a good shooter out there. Can't give him any space.
No doubt about it, Prophecy. That man can shoot the leather off of basketball, whether it's contested or wide open. He's going to be, of course, our player to watch again in game number 2. Finished with 20. If you let this get out of hand and him start to get hot, you can expect up to 30 from him. So let's see if Tunnel Vision can stop that and make somebody else score. This is how they're going to win. Get the ball into somebody else's hands and make them be the one. Make them be the man, and that's going to be from half court. Oof. No good. And now another opportunity to try to continue to get on this lead.
They are getting stops now, and an and one inside for you, Mad Huh? Leak with the foul. Went up to contest that one. Not so fortunate on the result there. We'll get a free throw opportunity for you, Mad, as he steps to the stripe and calmly knocks down that freebie. 3-point game. Tunnel Vision with the lead here.
And then a big 3-point. Let's see if they can continue this buffer. Got about a minute left in the first. Would like to add on to this lead and help it grow. And that's how you get it again, a missed opportunity. And Shump is going to get a nice dunk on top of his opponent here in transition. Make it 5. This is the largest lead so far for Tunnel Vision between the two games. I know it's kind of small, but this is a big deal for them to come out hot and start off game number 2.
Big 3-ball to answer there for No Smoke, and we got a series here, Mike. These teams are locking in. They're getting into it here, finding their rhythm.
And we're going to go into the bonus. And Prophecy, like you said, it's interesting. You can tell these two, now we're kind of squaring up with each other. We're getting a rhythm. We're feeling what each other wants to do. And it's a totally different set of tones here in game number 2 to start us off. In game number 1, it was No Smoke setting the tone, pushing this Tunnel Vision team. Now you can see here at home, game number 2, we lost by a 2-point margin. This Tunnel Vision team is ready to square up with you and try to bring the pressure. And they're doing it so far. I'm impressed.
If you go back to that fourth quarter, it's 33-20. So they've carried that momentum that we saw at the end of game 1 into this second contest as Malik dribbles at the top of your screen. He'll look for the free throw line extended. Jay, no good. Off to Jay, who outlets, whips a pass to you, Madha. Finishes inside. And here goes Tunnel Vision now, looking like they're in control of game number 2.
That is some great defense. Unfortunate Feast is able to get the nice backdoor cut there from about the half-court dot. But that's the defense you want to see from Tunnel Vision. Let them set the tone. Don't let No Smoke set the tone. This is your chance to write the narrative. And heading in to the second quarter, can they continue to keep this run going and alive? It's going to be a lot of fun to tune in and watch right now. So make sure to get loud in the chat. Let us know who you're rooting for. And there goes Tunnel Vision again off the stop and the alley and the oop to you, man.
Finish that one strong, you mad. Getting busy here. This Tunnel Vision takes that 6-point lead. Looking good here in game number 2 in front of their home crowd. Here's Doza, a.k.a. Fab, we'll call him for tonight's broadcast. So that's the account he's chosen to use. Ball fake, backdoor cut. Wolf's going to get deflected out of bounds there. Good contest at the rim. About 11 seconds to work with here on the shot clock. Second quarter just underway. Big stretch of basketball here for both teams. 7K is on the line. Ramo inside, rejected. Beautiful play. Defense collapsed on him hard.
Great stop again, and that's one, I've talked about getting it out of the hands of Malik. I want to see Ramo step up. Ramo can be a workhorse down low, not just on the offensive glass, but, in that low block area, he'll put you on his backside and push you down. So let's see if he can get going there. Some great defensive stops, of course, down low to stop him. But can he get going down below in case Malik needs to get the ball out of his hands?
We certainly appreciate all the support in the chat. Shout out to Swizzy. Thanks, Tunnel Vision's got that momentum moving forward here in this series. Be smooth. Appreciate you with the comments. Single path, sellout, Blazito in here. What up to everybody? Hoodie Breezy as well. Thanks so much for supporting WR Live in this broadcast of the WR Finals. We're happy to bring it to you. The legend SnowBikeMike. Your boy Prof on the 1s and 2s. Here's Goated. Top of the key. Couple of screens there. They stagger and whip the pass. It's a nicely designed play for Shump, and he cashes in for 3.
That was a perfectly well-executed pick and pop right there with Shump, and that's a great find and a big-time knockdown by Shump, who's playing in that lockdown defender right now. So you got to knock those down when you're open, and that's a big one to keep the momentum on your side.
Got to shout out Crazy Sports in the chat. They do such wonderful content around the 2K community, really giving you in-depth looks at all these great players, and probably including some of the players you're watching tonight, I'd imagine. They get around the scene so much. So shout out to those guys. Feeding the storylines here as we approach Season 2 of the Pro League. Tunnel Vision, 24-17, Mike.
No doubt about it. Give some love to Crazy Esports out there is right. So you got to go drop them a follow and listen to all their in-depth interviews. I've been seeing their podcast for years now. They've done a terrific job. And Goated, unfortunately, misses that layup to get him going here. But out of bounds. Interesting call there.
Tough.
I don't know if I saw a foot over the line, but they're going to call it on him. He's going to go back to Tunnel Vision. That's what they need to keep this momentum on their side after a missed opportunity.
Starting to get those 50-50 breaks maybe, too, here. As this series goes on, UMad will patiently orchestrate it from the elbow. Goated, short corner. He's going to step out. Has a cutter. He's going up with it. Deflected back into his hands. He's going to bail out of the leaning J there. Didn't like it. Unfortunate possession goes out of bounds. They struggled to get through that one. Good defense from No Smoke.
Yes, and that's the kind of defense that No Smoke is going to bring you. They're going to give you that controlled chaos where you feel pressure everywhere. You got to pass out of a shot, and all of a sudden that 50-50 ball goes right into their favor, and that's what they want you to do. So you got to be cool, calm, and, collected under the pressure that they're going to bring you.
Inbound coming here. Left corner for Wolf. They're a little cluttered with Ramo and Malik looking for space here. Ramo has it. He'll dish it to Malik on a quasi handoff there behind the back dribble. Free throw line crossover gives him a little breathing room. No good on the shot.
Great step up there by the big man in that switch. He had Ramo underneath him, but he knew Malik's the shooter. Way to take the step and take a step up. That stops the shot there and gives it right back to Tunnel Vision. Still up by 7. Goated's going to draw the foul there by Wolf.
Was looking for the pass and a reach in there. So halfway through the second, Tunnel Vision has done well to respond to what was a tough first few minutes of game 1 and a tough result. They've got this thing back to a competitive tier, a competitive balance. And Goated has these, goes to the corner. Shump has a look that's down. And Tunnel Vision is doing work out here in game number 2.
2 big-time shots for Shump now early in this ball game. Gets him up to a double-digit lead. This is the largest lead between the 2 games for Tunnel Vision. We're going to stress that a lot, and unfortunately can't stop that alley-oop, but, the momentum's on their side. If Shump's knocking him down and playing strong defense like he is, this is really leaning towards Tunnel Vision. This is their narrative. This is their game to write right now.
Let's not forget about last night, Mike. Of course, what happened to No Smoke getting swept out with the Holiday Classic Final. So they have L's on their mind here in their recent memory. It'll be interesting to see if that becomes a factor mentally for them as they face deficits in this series. Here's Ramo, outlet pass. Nice interior dish to Feast. Who knows what to do with it when he gets it. No Smoke kind of clawing their way back in it themselves here. 6-point game as we approach the end of the first half.
No doubt about it, and you have to score every possession for Tunnel Vision. I'm going to stress this throughout the broadcast because if No Smoke gets the stops that they need, they're going to get these transition buckets no matter what the deficit or lead is, and here comes a second opportunity. It's going to have a bad bounce. Feast is able to corral that, and they're going to call a timeout, but here's another opportunity for them to dig themselves out of the hole that they have late in this second quarter heading into halftime, and that's not what you want for Tunnel Vision. No matter how much time you take off the clock, you have to score every time and force No Smoke into a half-court offense. Once they get off and running, you got a big issue on your hands.
I went up to Spida and Be Smooth. Appreciate your comments in the chat. Keep it moving. Let me know who you got in this series. We got a long way to go. We're just getting started with the action. Nice step back, Jay. And the Fab account knocks it down.
No doubt about it. That's a big-time 3 right there for Doza, a.k.a. Fab. We're going to be calling him on the broadcast, but that is very big there. We talked about the facilitator role, looking towards more Malik, but when you can start getting yourself shooting, guess what? Now eyes start to turn towards you instead of constantly being on Malik, and that's how you get him open. That's how you get him active. Other players have to step up and start getting some buckets for this No Smoke team.
Great insights from our guest commentator. Very special guest tonight, Snowbike Mike. Make sure you check out his podcast, a newly released episode on YouTube. He spread that on his Twitter as well, so make sure you check that out. The layup inside, no good. They get the offensive carom. They're back out to the top. Screen for Ramo. They work it with a behind-the-back dribble. Patiently whip back out to Malik. Nothing there. Tunnel Vision playing true defense there. Malik just with a gut-wrenching 3 on the. If you're the defense there, that's a tough one.
Giant 3 there, and you touched on it. They did a great job out of the scramble to find a man, pick up a man, and that's just that situation where Malik can shoot the ball no matter where he is. He gets a little bit of space from the defender, knocks down a giant 3 to end the half, and look at this score right now. They were up by 10. Now we have a 27-27 ball game with No Smoke with the ball with 2.2 seconds left. Probably going to head into this game at halftime tied up, which is not what Tunnel Vision wanted at all.
Very interesting development towards the end of that quarter. No question about it, Mike. And we got a comment from Be Smooth saying that shot contest patch doesn't seem to be impacting things too much. Of course, you're watching some of the greatest players in the world play this game, but nonetheless, those shots are going down under that crab animation, so it's been interesting to watch that lack of that impact having on this series here so far.
Oh, it's true prophecy. We talked about it in the pregame if this would be a true factor, and we've seen shots from the elbow area, the free throw line, outside with contest, or even just standing behind or near the guy, and it doesn't seem to be playing a factor as much as the community was making it out to seem. Maybe different for the Pro-Am scene, maybe different for this game alone, but doesn't seem to be playing a factor right now.
We're keeping an eye on it for you. Want to see if your gripes have merit out on the Twitterverse here. As Fab operates. A couple of hezzies behind the backs. He's whipping a pass over to Malik there. And he'll look for his space.
Huge
Shot
defensive
clock
stop
violation.
there. Another good one.
Good job.
They've been riding the back of their defense. You know, they did lead up that lead, but at the same time, if they continue this defense and we keep this game close, just like last night when we saw No Smoke get swept, those were by small margins. This game is going to be dictated in the last quarter if you can stay within striking range against a team this good in No Smoke.
Wouldn't have it any other way. Tie ball game, second half. So the WR finals got a huge pot on the line for these players. 7K in winning. So all the love to WR for hosting such a wonderful season and such great opportunity for these players to compete at the highest level. Here's Ramo, hop step inside, lefty layup. Ricochets off the front rim. They'll get it back, and Malik's got to look clean at the top. You know that's going down.
You know that's going down on that second chance opportunity and the kickback, and that's something you have to stop No Smoke on. They're going to kill you on the offensive boards unless you can get your big bodies down there and defend that painted area. And just like that, a second chance leads to a three from Malik, and here's the lead now in favor of No Smoke. And Shump with a huge hop step gets a big-time body on Ramo, and that's going to be a nice easy dunk for him. That was pretty there.
Pro caliber move. Top tier talent. Under 4 minutes to go. Malik at the top here looking for some space. He's going to fire. Getting in his bag, and he fills it up.
You can see the momentum is coming to Malik again, and now he's getting that ball dropping. He's getting rolling, and you got to stop him right now to kick off this half, because if he continues to get in his bag like this, it's going to be a long second half.
And that takeover will loom large as well. That's got to be approaching that full bar there. Here's Goated with a big look. Huge opportunity at a three. No good. They get a big rebound for you, Mad. He's going to walk it back to the corner. Enter the post animation. And the right block here. Let's see what he does with it. Whips it to the top, and Jay has a three. That's good. Good offensive execution. Patient play there.
No doubt about it. I'll take the patient back down right there to find the man up at the top of the key wide open for a three, and that's a big one to make it a one-point game as Fab puts that one up no good. But there's Ramo with the offensive rebound, and now Malik and the guys are going to have a second chance with 8 seconds on the shot clock.
Got to finish possessions if you're tunnel vision. It's so tough with Ramo just lurking there. Seems like he just consumes every rebound that's in his path.
It's truly incredible to watch.
Here. No question. He's going to go to the step back fadeaway gun. That's a great looking shot from Ramo. See if they go to more of that.
No doubt about it. That was the Dirk there.
The Dirk shot. Killa on the left side has a corner man. Shump. He's going to dribble drive and take a tough contested shot. That's ricocheted into the hands of Malik. And a foul on Shump will stop the action. So here's a possession to potentially pull within one or tie this game as they initiate the offense from the top. Tunnel vision set up. Fab looking for space. Has a little, fires it, fills it up. That's a big shot for No Smoke to make it a 6-point game. Tunnel vision will look to answer here with 2 minutes to go.
Huge shot, and we're seeing Fab, a.k.a. Doza, really finding some confidence from the outside, moving away from that facilitator to, I'm not afraid to be a threat on the offensive side. Good steal by Feast, kicks it up to Wolf, and that's going to go in no matter what. He's right in front of you. And, man, you got to be careful. Fab, a.k.a. Doza, he's getting hot now. Now 2 shooters on the outside are knocking him down from range. You got to stop this right now before it gets out of hand.
What a run we've seen here for No Smoke going back to that second quarter. Tunnel vision gets a bucket here, so they do stop the bleeding with about 90 seconds to go in the third. Doza at the top, behind the back dribble. Kind of went ahead of the screen there. Right wing, he'll go to the hop step. As Ramo underneath, he'll whip it back out to Feast, and they'll call a timeout to avoid that 3-second violation and a heads-up play to save that possession with about 8 seconds left on the shot clock to work with. And these moments loom large, Mike. You can't understate the importance of these stretches of ball games. You got a 6-point deficit for Tunnel Vision, and No Smoke themselves trying to maintain this advantage in the series. Tunnel Vision, they get a win. They're going to be feeling real good about themselves at 1-1. after the way these two games have gone down. So let's see how it unfolds here. Got about 6 minutes of action to go. Doza dribbles around. He's going to go to the alley. Touch layup is no good.
And it pays off for them. Some great defensive stops back-to-back. Leads the Shump corner three right there. Now we got a 3-point deficit here at home for the Tunnel Vision boys. And it started with the defensive stop on that pick and roll. Forces them to call a timeout. They miss the alley-oop, and bang, just like that, you get back into this game. Here's a big-time 50-50 ball, and that's going to thankfully go into Wolf's hands, and they're going to corral that one. Now 6 seconds left. Good defense here by Tunnel Vision to keep it up and stops Malik from the outside. Now Ramo put in a sticky situation. Can't get that, but he gets his own rebound.
Oh, of course he does. He's down there eating. It's Ramo inside. Lefty layup and a foul on Jay here. So he's just relentless inside. He won't stop until he's at least toeing the stripe for a couple of free throws. And these are big here to put his team up 5. He gets the first. 32 seconds left here in the third. Only one timeout for no smoke. We'll see if that becomes a factor later on in the fourth. Here's Goated around the right side here. No smoke will get another possession, it looks like here. They get a rip. Impatiently, they just take the ball. And they'll head to the stripe themselves. A couple of possessions will separate these teams going into the fourth, it looks like here. So Tunnel Vision with a little work to do after a really good start to this ball game.
They got a little bit of work to do, but we've seen them in this situation in game one. They made it a 2-point game. They made it that one possession down at the end. So if they can keep it close within this 5-6 margin, not let things get out of hands too far in this final 5 minutes, we could see them here at home get a little momentum. But very unfortunate, once leading by 10 points, now to be down by about 6, that is not what you want to see. And a lot of loose balls going in favor of no smoke there. They get bailed out with 2 missed opportunities to end out the third. And now's the time to really lock in. It's time to talk with your team and say, hey, what were we doing the first quarter that was getting us this, lead? How were we getting the momentum? How can we get it back? We're down by 6 right now, and we have 5 minutes on the clock. And unfortunately, that's not how it's going to go
corner.
as Fab gets the steal.
Corner was wide open there. Maybe a misfire on the button press. Here's Malik at the top of the key. That's Cash as the defender closed out. Malik's just so reliable there. No matter where he is on the floor, you can depend on him to knock that down. He has a sliver of space. It's going in. Goated picks up the reach there. So he's got that snow blanket on him. Wolf has the takeover. These two teams going in different directions down the stretch. That's a good take inside. A vicious rejection. Deflects to Ramo. Still doing horsey things inside. Gets it out to Feast. Lefty J is good for the Fab man. It's 48-37. Another interception on the baited pass.
That's 2 in a row on just the inbounds alone, and that's what you can't start off the first quarter with, and unfortunately that's how it's going to begin for us, and No Smoke able to capitalize with 2 threes off of that as well. That's too bad, but that's going to be Shump getting the and one bucket with that. He's going to try to make this an 8-point game, and man, we went from 6 to just 8 real quick. That is not what this Tunnel Vision team wanted to happen in the first minute of action.
No Smoke going for the jugular here in game number 2. This would be a big victory in this series to go up 2 on Tunnel Vision. Little crab stuff going on there as the defense pinches. They try to recover, and that gives Fab all the space he needs to go inside for the finger roll. This margin is still 10. Time becoming a factor. Goated.
The defense.
Trying to break it. Man, that's tough.
The defense has been tough, and, man, I want to touch on it really quick. Doza has some incredible ball control. We saw that in Season 1 of the NBA 2K League, him with Pistons Gaming. But this man, he is fast, he's furious, and he really knows how to handle the sticks. I'm always impressed whenever he's on the court. And that steal, again, leads to an easy bucket for No Smoke. And now we got a 12-point ball game on our hands. This lead continues to grow, and the time continues to kick down.
No smoke, excuse me. They've done such a good job to frustrate Goated at the top. He does find his teammate there for a huge triple. Makes it a 9-point game once again. That's a clutch shot with about 3 minutes to go. They needed that one. Here's Doza at the top. He's got that takeover with the playmaker.
Oh!
Hop step in the two-handed jam. A dirty play there. Put it on the highlight reel. 54-43 your score. No Smoke. Looking to take this 2-0 advantage early on in this series. Goated having trouble here with the defense. Handoff back to them. They're cluttered. Their spacing is off here.
Spacing's off. The defense has just been suffocating, but Goated able to
Oh,
get a big-time throwdown and bail his team out of that one. That situation was about to get real sticky, but Goated, one of the players that really carries this tunnel vision team, able to pull off a big one, and he's the man they look to in times like that.
we talked about it. 25 points per game for him throughout the WR regular season. He was a 15-point-plus scorer in the semifinals as well. We noted that perimeter, kind of their go-to in terms of their offense. Here's Malik. Ball faking a leaner with that takeover. Wow, that's an incredible shot. This guy's just getting buckets from everywhere, all over the court here, Mike.
Buckets all over the court, and of course that started with the second chance opportunity off of the miss from Fab. Then Ramo gets the big time offensive board, and that's what we talked about. The second chance, Malik and the team are not going to miss the kickouts, and that will make you pay. Now 12 points once again with a minute 46. This is a huge hill to try to climb when you're down by this much.
Elbow J there for no smoke. Ramo again. This can't be stopped inside. He gets another rebound and finishes with the put-back dunk. Unbelievable. Takeover in full swing there for Ramo. Leading his team here to a 59-45 advantage. Looking like they're going to sew up game number 2 here in this best of 7.
Big-time rebounds leads to big-time plays. Shump is going to quit out of this one. Got about a 14-point deficit here with a minute 20 remaining. Dozer will yank up a 3 and just add to this point total. That is unfortunate here for the Tunnel Vision team, who came out electric. They came out really hot here at home in game number 2, and unfortunately, they're just going to have the quit-outs. Get ready here, folks, because this is going to be a game. And No Smoke now with a 2-0 advantage. This is not where you want to be if you're Tunnel Vision, especially after last night when we saw No Smoke get swept. You need to be in control. You need to be keeping it close, and that is not how it's going to play out here.
All right, y'all. SnowBikeMike Prophecy, your host this evening for the WR Season 13 PS4 Finals. Now, we are monitoring, of course, No Smoke stream here, courtesy of Wolf. We appreciate him going live for this broadcast. And they're up 2-0. We saw some interesting things, Mike, throughout the course of these 2 games. Of course, game 2 started off really promising for Tunnel Vision. They weren't able to finish it down the stretches. No Smoke, just with their veteran savvy, knowing all the right angles to play and getting a decisive game 2 victory. So what do you think Tunnel Vision's thinking now? What's going on in their heads heading into game 3 here?
You know, I think we all have to keep our heads up. We have to keep the energy. You know, once you start doubting yourself, once you all start questioning and or getting quiet on each other, that's when we really start to break and let this team run away with it. We're only down by 2. We showed that we can compete with this team. Truly, yes, game number 2 ended in a larger deficit than we would like, but game 1 ended close. Game 2 started off really, really close and in their favor. They can compete with this team, and that's what they need to be saying to one another as we head into this pregame. And I'm excited to see what they need to do. I'm looking at the scores right now, Prophecy, and Goated finishes game number 2 with just 7 points. He's your man, averaging about 25, as you said, throughout the regular season. He's got to have more than 7, like we talked about, if they want to get this win.
Well, our timing is good. It looks like the players are ready here, Mike. We're going to get game 3 going. SnowBikeMike and Prophecy on the 1s and 2s once again for this presentation. Very exclusive and special broadcast tonight. We're happy to join you. Happy everybody's enjoying the telecast as well. Shout out to Moody, Be Smooth. Got my man Reflex in here. Top 200 prospect, patiently awaiting his fate the next day or so here. As the top 150 find out what's going on. Finally, after months of waiting and competing and deliberating, we're going to find out real soon. But we got some business to settle in WR Pro-Am here. Season 13 PS4 side. No Smoke up 2-0 heading into game 3 on their home court. We've seen the environment swing each game in this series. Tunnel Vision dropping game 2 at home, of course. So let's see if Goated can get going and make this a series. The perimeter for Tunnel Vision has been relatively held in check. Killa, of course, and Goated, that fearsome duo in the backcourt. You see the builds there. Dual lockdowns for No Smoke, as they do, with the glass cleaner play and the Sharp. And got Tunnel Vision's lineup as you oversee them in their road oranges here with the black trim. Got the pure Sharp and the Sharp play. Sharp rebounder. A shot slasher at the 4. So always interesting to watch that. And one of their dynamic players, Shump, on your screen there. So let's get game 3 started. There's 7K on the line here. No Smokes out 2-0. They're going to go for the jugular here as we get game 3 started live.
And no doubt, and there's no time to slow down. 7K on the line. This is what you competed for throughout the seasons and the playoffs. Makes it all worth it. And there's a great steal by Malik reading that passing lane. And don't let him get started early as he passes out of that shot, which is good. But you got two big men down low. And it's going to go towards Shump with the steal as well. What I want to see here from game number 2 is Doza, a.k.a. Fab, on the one. Is he going to be going off again? Last game, finished with 18. In game 1, he just had 4. 18 points was a huge one, and that really set that margin of victory for them.
It's been competitive despite the final scores being somewhat one-sided. We have seen moments in this series where both teams have really been going at it, and how good has Malik been in this series? I say that as he loses the ball, but he pulls. No good off the back rim. Malik's just such a steady player. I've enjoyed watching him tonight. Mad inside with the right hand, gets the scoring started. It's tunnel vision out to a 2-0 lead.
Gotta love that. And the first minute and 10 seconds in, kind of just stumbling back and forth. We're going to have to realign after that moment break and try to square up once again like we did. But tunnel vision for them, they got to stop that easy scoring there for No Smoke. And like you talked about, Malik, game 1, 20 points. Game 2, 25 points. He is the player to watch no matter what, and you need to stop him right away. Force somebody else to score. And they kind of did that in the beginning of game number 2. As you can see, Doza finished with 18, so they answered the call for No Smoke, and that's how they got that victory. Somebody else scored, and they stepped up when they needed to.
A lot of great support in the chat. I'm going to upload Imagine Baird, Base Move. Got Moody in here. Star-studded comment section for the WR Finals. We appreciate all of you and taking some time out of your Friday night to watch this broadcast as these two great teams of the highest caliber dueling and warring over 7K. Go get that bag. No Smoke's 2 games away from doing so here. Minute 30 gone in the first. They'll inbound. Or tunnel vision, will inbound from the right side. Goaded over to Jay. Look out for a backdoor cut here. They're stationary in the corners. They finally go, but No Smoke's there.
And that man Wolf looks like he's an octopus on the court with about 8 arms everywhere. He not only stops Jay, but then steals that pass off the backdoor cut. I mean, this man truly shows you what the lockdown can and is.
Feast looking for space. Little hezzy dribble, puts it up there with the left hand, kind of a push shot there. Ramo once again doing what he does. It's the offensive board. Back out to Malik. They'll look for some space. Dot the corner. Feast knocks down the midi J. Good pass there by Malik.
And we talked about Feast. Feast is going to be that man in the corner. He's waiting for the dot on the kick out, and he's going to knock him down every time he's there. He's going to be a silent but deadly scorer, usually getting about double digits whenever he plays. Game number 1 has 11. Game number 2 has 8. Here he is kicking off with a long 2, and that's just going to get the momentum rolling, the confidence that this role player is going to need throughout the game.
See that shot there, rim off for Killa from the right side. We've yet to see him really establish himself as one of the premier scorers. It's tunnel vision. Ball club. That's a hop step for Doza inside. He swings it out to Malik there, looking for his shot. Defense was there. He'll wait for the screen. Play do-si-do a little bit and get rejected out of bounds.
Great pickup there by Tunnel Vision on that one. We talked about it. All he needs is a little bit of space, and he's going to put one up. And look at that. Both of them collapse on him on that pick and roll, and they're not afraid to step up now and know they have to identify and stop him. There's the space that we talked about, and there's the 3 from Malik to kick off this game. Make it 7-2 now in favor of No Smoke. And we have 2 minutes remaining in the first quarter. Another slow start for them, not like game number 2. And
watch the back court.
Unfortunate there.
Tunnel vision with some unforced errors to open this game 3. Got to be careful here, not to let the momentum get too out of hand on the other side for the home team. Ramo's going to facilitate from the left wing. Has his man Doza, a.k.a. Fab. Right elbow back to the alley and a two-handed throwdown for Ramo.
Watch out because here comes the big man. Look at the patience from Doza to know the big man is going to be following in the footsteps, and he gets the alley, he gets the oop, and of course that's answered back by a nice big dunk of their own from J numero 6 right there. That's a big answer. Still down by 5. Got to earn it on the defensive side for Tunnel Vision.
We talk about that perimeter scoring for No Smoke and guys like Malik, but how valuable is that interior presence from Ramo, just there to gobble up rebounds, finish possessions. Can't be undersold as far as how important he is to this No Smoke team.
Big steal right there. Great timeout. Wolf could have thrown that up, but it's smart to just control the possession here, continue to add on this lead. Look at the foot on the throat of Tunnel Vision. No Smoke is going to continue to apply pressure. We saw it really come into work and come into play at the end of game number 2 with that full court defense. And there's another steal right at the half-court line, goes in favor of their side, and now they're going to add on to this, and that's not what you want for Tunnel Vision. Really, to start off game number 3, this is going to be make or break for them.
They're going for that give and go off the inbound. We've seen it time and time again. Nothing there. Doza's going to operate near the right elbow. That's a good contest at the rim, but Ramo once again cleans it up, kicks it back out, and Malik finishes three-point bomb. So that's been the story for No Smoke here in this series. They're continuing to do what they do, using their strengths, that size inside, second chance buckets. But there's a nice answer on the other end there, making 15-7, closing in on the end of the first here. Game number 3, best of 7, SnowBikeMike, Prophecy in the house for this one. We've seen exciting action, but clearly No Smoke has been the better team so far. We look to keep that going here as Malik gets the dive for Ramo here, going to the post, big fella. Little step back J. We've seen it a couple of times now. That lefty fade is good.
Beautiful one right there. It's nice to see Ramo. He's not just the glass man. He can do it down on the low block. We've seen the Dirk fader. That was a huge pro hop right across the key. I mean, I think he cleared the whole key right there to get that opening. And nice work down low on the sticks for that one. Jay's going to put up a contested 3. That's not going to go in at the end of the first quarter. And you got a double-digit lead here at home for No Smoke. They're going to be feeling real good heading into this second quarter. And Prophecy, what does this Tunnel Vision team need to do to try to get this momentum back and try to make it even interesting here heading into this next 5 minutes?
I think they got to pick a hash to work with, play that tiptoe game that you see the perimeter players play, try to get some space and maybe look for them dives with the big man a little bit more, get some easy buckets and some momentum going. Haven't seen a lot of that, backdoor cuts, things of that nature. I'd like to see a little bit more easy offense from them instead of looking for those three-point opportunities every time down the court. Teams falling in love with those shots can work to their detriment. But got to give credit to No Smoke here. They played excellent defense. They have some outstanding players there on the defensive side of the ball. So they've really affected this game on the perimeter for Tunnel Vision.
And that's a big-time 3 right there for Tunnel Vision. They needed that one. Now they're down by 7. Got to get some stops, though, and got to keep Feast and Ramo off the offensive glass. And if you're going to continue to let them get second chance opportunities, they're going to continue to make you pay. And here's Malik now counting down the shot clock, kicks it to Wolf. He's going to have a nice little short corner jumper from that logo, and that's going to go in for Wolf. Nice look there. And we're going to continue to talk about it. If Tunnel Vision does want to win this game, they have to identify that defensive glass and somehow pull down the boards. They have to get Ramo out of the painted area every single time on defense, or else they're going to just continue to get punished.
Seems like every time Tunnel gets that stop, Ramo's just right there, clean up the possession. So he's had a huge impact on this series. I'm sure he'll continue to do so. That's a good take by UMad. Picks up the and one there on the tomahawk jam with the right hand. We'll head to the line for an extra free throw here. Got to say what up though to Jay Dilly. Big rain. Ayo Rankum making an appearance in the chat. What up to Ayo Rankum? Appreciate all your hard work around the community and support of WR Pro Am League. 1913 your score. WR PS4 Finals. Exciting coverage we're bringing to you tonight. SnowBikeMike, our guest analyst, doing a great job carrying the broadcast here. Got 3:43 left in the second. Doza, a.k.a. Fab, dribbles around that screen. Hezzy cross. Lefty J at the top. That's no good off the right rim. Rebound to Killa. And an outlet somehow finds the hands of Shump. He ball fakes. He's going to go up with it. It finds a crease for the jam.
And there's that great stop. They force a bad shot from Doza, a.k.a. Fab, right there. They get the defensive board, and they're on the run. Now look at it. We got a 4-point game. You got to force them to get out of the Malik shot because you know it's going to go in, and force somebody else to put one up. But then if you do that, which is all good, you got to stop the offensive glass right there. And a good tip on that backdoor cut there. It's going to be No Smoke underneath their own basket here with 12 seconds.
No greater compliment can be paid to a sharp than you know it's going to go in. No, Malika. Love to hear that. And the man SnowBikeMike. There's a great deflection. You mad, huh? The deflection and the steal. Going to get it back on the nice pass from Shump. That's a good give and go executed there in transition. And Tunnel Vision right back in this game.
right back in this. And what a beautiful give and go. You don't see that much here in the 2K landscape, but that's a great IQ play there between Shump and you, Mad Hunt, and I love that. Make it 2. Let's continue this momentum here, playing away in that burnt orange. Can they get another stop and make this thing interesting?
Good hedge on the pick and roll there. Ball's back to cover Ramo diving. Malik's got to take the long-range leaner off the front rim. No good. Nice rebound collected. An outlet to you, Mad. He's made some plays in the open court last couple of minutes. He's at the right elbow now. Finds Goated. Sets a hard screen for him. Lefty J at the top. That's good.
Wow.
Tunnel Vision has the lead, Mike.
Uh-oh. Get your raincoats on, folks, because we're going to have a splash session about the start in this game between both teams. But there it is, like I talked about, setting that tone on the defensive side, defending the defensive boards, and look at that. Now you're back in this game, in the transition, 20-19. Can you keep it up for these final 2 minutes of the first half?
Big miss from Malik there. Not able to close the possession once again. We just talked about it. Ramo inside for another rebound. Let's see what happens here on the ensuing play. A miss inside. They're fortunate that rim's off. Here comes Shump down the left-hand side near the hash mark. Goated around a screen. Staggered there at the top. Ball deflected and a steal for no smoke. They get it right back. Heads up play by you. He's going to take a midi. Somehow gets that one to drop, but perhaps karma in play there on a nice defensive play.
That might have been karma. That might have been a little bit of luck because that hand was all up in his face there on that shot, and that was impressive to put up the heavily contested. That one goes in, but right back at you. Here comes Malik putting in a nice heavily contested 3 of his own to tie this ball game back up at 22-22.
Here we go. We're getting some good action in game 3. It's kind of been a similar story to what we've seen, Mike, in these last couple of games. Tunnel Vision making their pushes, showing they can compete, most certainly. They've just been on the wrong end of a couple of final scores here. Here's Malik with a steal. No smoke pushing here. Corner is open. They have Wolf. It's a full bar. Does go in. The lefty J gets it down. Goated will initiate offense over to you. Madha has got the takeover. Let's see if they space the floor for him. It's a good pass. Wing to wing. No good on the J.
36 seconds left, and, you know, having somebody like Malik on the court makes your team play so much better because that defender's going to step up to Malik. You're going to be able to hit Wolf in that corner wide open in transition. That's just what that excellent shooter can help your team elevate to, and that helps them take back the lead now with 18 seconds as Tunnel Vision having an awful offensive possession right there. Now the final possession is going to go in favor of No Smoke. Let's see what they can do with 10 seconds left here.
So the quickness of Ramo, they're getting back for that block. Here's Wolf on the pass. Finds the cutting big man for the big finish. Two-handed. Emphatically makes it a 26-22 game here. Go to the head to Shump. Defense leaps at him. Not sure what was going on there, but a heads-up play by Shump to get the bucket as we have reached halftime here in game number 3.
Shump has played really well since game number 2. You know, game 1 scores 7, game number 2 with 18. He's somebody over there on the corner. He's going to be relied on as the defensive stopper, but he's done a really good job from the inside and outside producing on the offensive side, and really impressed to see Shump get involved. Of course, take some of that pressure off of Goated. Goated's the man to watch here, and he's kind of fallen on the backside here through game 2 and game 3. Haven't seen much of him in this game right now.
Big moments here for Tunnel Vision as they look to avoid a 3-0 deficit in a best-of-7 series. No Smoke. This is the moments where they've seemed to take over these games, so we'll see if Tunnel can hang in there through this second half. Here's Goated. Couple of crosses. Forces Ramo to come up there. Got a switch. They find Shump on the back end, but a good block from behind.
Great dump down to get back on the defensive side, and now No Smoke is going to have a chance to get into this half-court set, but a little bit of a transition run there. Nothing coming from it. They're going to reset at that hash mark with Doza. Let's see what he can get from this pick and roll with Ramo. And absolutely gets stuffed right there. That's the defense you want to see. And Malik is wide open, but Ramo can't get it to him.
Oh,
and there's the missed 3 right there by No Smoke. And that is exactly what Tunnel Vision has to do every single time. Stop whatever offense this No Smoke team brings at you and force them to take a bad shot. And that's exactly what Ramo gave you. And now a chance to tie up or possibly take the lead. And here's that momentum that Tunnel Vision needs. They've been in every single game and just had moments of breakdown, moments of lapses. And hopefully in game number 3 here, it's not like game number 2 where they let the big lapse happen.
It's getting bumpy out here, Mike. I see these lockdowns pushing these perimeter players around a little bit here. Pressure is on here in game 3. Big pot on the line for the winner. Over 7K these players are playing for tonight, courtesy of WR Pro Am League. This great season coming to a close. Big shot there. Gives No Smoke a 3-point advantage. Doza knocks it down. Full court pressure applied here. Goated having some trouble. Forced into a timeout.
And this is what broke Tunnel Vision last game, was this full court pickup, this pressure late in the game broke this team, and that led to a big-time margin here for No Smoke. Will they do that again, or can Tunnel Vision get it across half court with no issues? This is going to be a big deal with Wolf bumping you. He wants to catch the body. He wants you to feel the pressure. Somebody has to step up. Why is Goated all by himself down here, and everybody else is staring at him? You got to step up and help your point guard.
It's always the question with these top-heavy teams in terms of their scoring leaders. And they get the help they need in the crucial series and down the stretch in playoff tournaments when teams know what your tendencies are and are able to play to them, as we've seen No Smoke kind of shutting down that perimeter. Seen a couple of good looks throughout the course of the series, but just not consistent for Tunnel Vision. They're going to get Shump out on the left-hand side. Little hezzy crossover. Goes into the post. Low left block. He gets pushed a little bit there. He felt that one, and he misses the shot to boot, so Doza comes down with it.
He's feeling it right now, maybe a little bit too much on the offensive side. That is going to make you pay on the No Smoke side, but he is trying to keep it in his zone, keep going on that one. Would like to see some more extra passes from Tunnel Vision. I know they're feeling the pressure, especially with Wolf right there, catching your body and pushing you all around, but you got to be able to make a better play than that. Once you get stuffed down low, no need to continue to force that.
Would like to see maybe a big man kind of lead him up the court as well, having a little trouble there with the lockdown. You see the 8 seconds there, and another unforced error for Tunnel Vision. You can't afford them. This best-of-7 format in a final round series nonetheless. Got to make heads-up plays and be aware.
Malik almost makes you pay, but that's the moment. Here they come in transition. Great up to you, Mad, huh? But that's the moment there for Tunnel Vision. Somebody else has got to come get the ball when you know that Wolf is just eating Goated up above at that backcourt line. You got to step up and help him out somehow.
The bumpiness continues. Ball ricochets out of bounds. It'll stay right here with No Smoke. This game lingers on. The score becoming closer and closer, and we're feeling it here. The intensity is rising. You can feel it through the booth as Malik dribbles for that leaner at the top. He misses it.
Shump, big-time pull-down, looking like Antonio Brown there in transition. He gets the bucket, and like Prophecy was saying, we can feel the pressure right now at the broadcasting desk. I know you guys can out there in the chat, but these are these moments right here. Can Tunnel Vision continue to make Malik just throw a bad three after bad three? Can they keep it going in transition? Miss that one's to Shump, but hey, great defense on their side. Got to keep this pressure up. Got to keep stopping Malik on the outside or forcing him to put up bad shots.
Must-win game, you got to imagine here. Game number 3. Can't afford to go down 3-0. We talked about the history. It's been a while since a reverse sweep occurred in a final round series in WR Pro-Am. Here's Doza at the top. He has a man wide open. It's Malik. He passes up the shot surprisingly, but an extra pass to Wolf results in the green bean. Good basketball there to get the good look.
And that is what we talked about, having a shooter like Malik. It's going to be all eyes on him, and that leads to an easy extra pass over to Wolf in the corner to knock that one down, and that's what you want to see from a team. That's the IQ that we talk about with such a high-level player. That's what I want to see all the time. And now Tunnel Vision going to have to answer with their own. And Shump from the corner, he does with a hand in his face, and now we got a really good game on our hands. 33-33 heading towards the end of the third. Get your popcorn, get your favorite beverage, because you do not want to miss the fourth quarter of this game.
Big 3 for No Smoke as we get into the last minute of the third here. Remember, Tunnel Vision needs this one. They're playing like it here, taking No Smoke to the limit here in the third of a best-of-7 set. Here's Killa. Has some space momentarily, didn't like it. He'll wait for the screen and a reset.
Not the right shot there, unfortunately. Big, ill-advised one down the end. But I have to give them credit. They've done a good job getting it out of the hands of Goated. You've seen you, Mad Hunt, bringing it up now, and they're getting away from Wolf. Wolf is applying that pressure. Force somebody else to play the defense and apply that pressure and pull Wolf away from the ball. They're able to get it up past the half-court line in the past couple of possessions, and that's what Tunnel Vision needed to get this momentum back.
So important to close quarters effectively. We've seen No Smoke do that here in the third. They're up 5 now. They give up a nice hop step dunk to you, Matt. He's been a great player in this game 3, having a huge impact for Tunnel Vision.
You, Mad Hunt, 2 points in game number 1. Game number 2 has 9. He has been the player to watch for this Tunnel Vision team here in game number 3. He has answered the call to help this team out and stay in it, which I'm very impressed in. Even playing point guard sometimes here to bring the ball up past half court. That's what they needed. Ramo gets the second chance with the big rebound. He goes back to the basket. Wolf with the body with 3.1 seconds, and that is a huge possession for No Smoke to finish out the third.
See Ramo, like with this elephant trunk arm there, just snatching that rebound down, gets the steal there to close the quarter. We go into the fourth here, No Smoke up 5. Very big game here for No Smoke. They can really take a stranglehold on this series to go up 3-0. Obviously, huge game for Tunnel Vision on the other end, so both teams feeling the pressure. We talked about it. Let's see it play out in the fourth. Here's Wolf. He's got the takeover. Malik's a little cold here. He's going to try to pull himself out of it and cashes in.
And shooters going to shoot themselves out of those cold spots, and that's exactly what Malik needed to do. Keep that confidence. Know that you're open. Even if you're ice cold, you got to put it up, and he knocks that one down. He's going to be right back into this game with the confidence you want. Huge steal by Doza down under on that nice backdoor. And this was going to be something I was going to talk about. Tunnel Vision has to come out in this first minute and set the tone and play their game. Not looking like they're doing that there. Gets bailed out with Shump on the nice transition bucket. Down by 6 now, but they got to play their game here with only 4 minutes remaining.
We appreciate the support from Big Rain, J-Dubs, Cody Lewis. What up to all y'all, man? Hope you're enjoying the broadcast. SnowBikeMike and Prophecy bringing you game 3. Been here for games 1 and 2 as well. We're going to be in for the long haul. Long as it goes, a shot there, errant from Doza, and it's Tunnel Vision basketball here, under 4 minutes to go.
Very interesting thought process by Doza. Gets swatted the first time, but gets the ball back in his hands. Interesting to think he's going to yak it up again, misses it, and now he's going to get paid for by Goated, who gets that 3 down, and that's what you want to see from your captain of this Tunnel Vision team. He's got to get going. He's got to help this squad out by putting some points on the board.
Competitive game down the stretch. Can't ask for anything more in a final round series. See if Tunnel Vision can get a big stop here. They get the push. Watch the back court if you're Doza. He does tiptoe the line there nicely. Gets to the left elbow. Step back and a backdoor cut from Wolf. Good feed there. Didn't like what he saw. He'll walk it back out. Malik's got 2 seconds to work with. A leaning J. No good.
I want everybody to remember that play. That was a huge scramble and pickup there by Tunnel Vision. If you notice, Malik was over there at that hash mark on the three-point line, and his man never left him. That is the rule for Tunnel Vision. No matter what the scramble is, no matter what's happening, somebody has to stand next to that guy, and they stop that. Malik puts up a bad 3. Shump answers back with the 3 of his own, and now 43-43, 3 minutes remaining. Can Tunnel Vision continue to stop right now on defense and get this game getting interesting?
The digital crowd on their feet. They put their cell phones away and they're watching. This is getting interesting down the stretch here. Wolf on the inbound. Left side hash mark has Doza. Little screen action from Ramo at the top. Whip it back out to Malik. Screen is set. Watch the dive. A leaning gun from Malik. He's pulling. No good. Feast comes up with the board. Tunnel Vision's got to finish that possession.
Huge bailout by Malik, a second bailout by Ramo, and now Wolf's able to put it up full white there, not going to go in, and a big defensive rebound, and the and one by you, man, who just has the speed boost there in transition. But wow, you get Malik to put up the ugly fader, and look at Feast just dive in there from the corner and get a big offensive rebound. They're blessed to get out of that one without letting No Smoke score, and they take a lead of 3 points.
So here we are, Mike. Tunnel Vision. Chance to get a game in this series. It'd be much needed for their confidence. They're right there. 2 minutes to go up 3. Let's see if the defense can hold. They got a dive. That's played beautifully by Shump. He baited it the whole way.
Perfect dive by Shump, and that's the defense you want. Look at that Malik afraid. He doesn't know what to do. He's getting powered all over the court, and now somebody has to step up for No Smoke, and unfortunately, they can't really figure it out who's it's going to be. Goated with a nice fader from the painted area.
Wow,
look at him playing inside as the big boy, a little bit out of his comfort zone, but gets a good one and a much-needed one to keep this momentum on their side.
Gotta say, that's not the shot I'm expecting down the stretch of the WR Finals, the post-up fade from the point guard, but whatever's necessary, they get the bucket down. It's a beautiful play. Malik at the top here. Down 5, under 2 minutes. They have Ramo. That's good recognition there. Defense lost them. They get an easy bucket down low for Ramo. Here's Goated on the left side. Crossover back to the top here. Little hezzy half spin. Hands it off to Jay. Ball fake with Ramo right there. Goated around the screen to the left. He'll go to the fade of his own.
DJ Khaled yelling another one from courtside. He says another
what
one.
Are we watching?
It was beautiful there. And look at the confidence of this man and the patience. He saw he was open. He didn't know if he was going to dive down into the 2 defenders, if he was going to take that fade away. Look at the confidence to know I just knocked one down. I can knock down another one. Big time hand in the face of Malik by Shump, who's got the lockdown. Great pass down. And there's a huge 2-hand slam by Shump, who has stepped up on the defensive side. Malik has been ice cold and dead quiet right now to round out this fourth quarter, and here's a huge lead for Tunnel Vision with 1 minute left.
Big 3-point Jay from the corner, no good for Wolf. Another outlet finds his way to UMAD. Right corner here. A little cluttered. It's got 3 defenders there. A smart timeout from Shump. Heads up play to stop that possession and regroup there.
Brilliant timeout by Shump, and this is a huge possession for them. They're up by 7. You have to milk a little bit of this clock, and you have to have a bucket to really try to put the dagger in this No Smoke team here at home. The crowd is out of it. Malik is out of it. You have done a great job on defense. Got to have a bucket here to make it count.
Tunnel Vision with a big opportunity here. They needed it. They've come up clutch behind some great performances. Godin's going to lose the ball here.
Wolf, the big-time hands and feast from the wing. No good, and a huge rebound by Jay. That was the icing on the cake for Jay. That's what he needed to stop that from Ramo.
Killa collects the ball back up to the top. Behind the back. Has he at the top? He's going to pull. Godin from the top of the key. No good off the back rim. 20 seconds to go. It's going to be too little too late, I think, for No Smoke, but they're going to approach top of the key here with Malik firing from distance. No good off the left side of the rim. And you're going to get a victory here for Tunnel Vision in Game 3 of the WR Finals. Fighting back from behind, doing a great job. Staying tight in this one down the stretch. And there you have it.
Wow, wow, wow. What a terrific win there in the fourth quarter. That's when they really came alive and got back into this one. I mean, if we rewound to about the 1 minute marker into the fourth quarter, it did not look good for Tunnel Vision. And somehow they answered the call. They stepped up on defense, made somebody else beat them other than Malik. And look at that. Nobody could step up and pull this No Smoke team to victory. And Tunnel Vision going to get a big win there. Like we talked about, keep that energy, keep it going.
And now Game 4 has just become that much more exciting, Mike, because we're going to have a good battle on our hands. Look at the fourth quarter once again. It's been the same story 2 games in a row with Tunnel Vision really seizing control late in both ball games, 17-5 in that particular game there. So if they can avoid those rough starts that they've had, they might be in for a long series here as we continue. We're going to get a break here, it looks like, in between games. We're going to take a look and see how quickly they go back into it. All right, y'all, we didn't have to wait too long. SnowBike Mike and Prof back with you here for Game 4. This is a huge game. Tunnel Vision gets the home court. No Smoke in those alternate blacks. Looking sharp out there for a big Game 4 here. 2-1 advantage in the series. And we'll see if the story continues with what we saw in the fourth. Tunnel Vision forcing somebody else to do something on the offensive side of the ball for No Smoke.
Definitely an unfortunate way to start off there, right there with the backcourt. But Tunnel Vision at home, we've had a great back and forth affair traveling for both teams, which I love to see everybody get their own home court advantage. But now Tunnel Vision getting a huge, much needed win on game number 3. Game number 4 is set to be a good one. And Malik is not afraid to pull up. He's going to try to get out of this shooting slump, misses that, gets a steal in the transition. And now No Smoke's going to have a chance to put up the first bucket.
Malik on the left hash here looks for a Ramo screen. Crossover dribble near the top. He's going to go to Ramo inside, left wide open. Nice pump fake. Gets the defense leaning, and he fills it up inside to give No Smoke the first bucket of this ball game. Remember, 7K is the pot here. If you're curious and just joining us, it is 2-1. No Smoke here, so a huge game 4 we're watching. Shump from the corner. No good off the back rim with the lefty J. Ramo with the board, and Malik on the attack here.
And here comes Doza with a 3 of his own from the hash mark. Doza stepping up big right now. Game number 2, we saw him get hot. Game number 3 finished with 11. Here he is starting off with the first basket right now for No Smoke to get him up to 5. And that is a huge one for him to get the momentum on his side.
See that zone defense in play. It looks like a little matchup zone action. Got a pinch in the right corner. You mad, huh? Ball deflected by Ramo. His defensive presence continues to be felt. A reach and foul will stop the break. And an inbound for No Smoke, already up 5.
Definitely, and that was a great steal there by Ramo. That little double team pinch there to get the steal in the passing lane. Now they're going to be on the run, and they're going to continue to add to this lead, and they want to set the tone. After taking an L there in game number 3, they need to come out and let Tunnel Vision know that they're still No Smoke. They don't want to be trifled with. They want to come up and go 3-1 on this team. If they go 2-2, No Smoke is really going to be going back to the drawing board and having a long talk here.
They've come out accordingly here. Going to get a timeout. 7-0 advantage almost 2 minutes into this first quarter of game number 4. Best of 7 format. These teams going to war here for a big pot in the WR PS4 Season 13 Finals. We're happy to bring it to you. We appreciate everybody checking in, including Poppy Germ. What up, though? Appreciate you checking out the broadcast featuring your guy, Prophecy, and the legend, commentary culture, SnowBike Mike.
You guys are too good to me. Shout out to the WR team. They all have taken great care of me, and they take great care of the community, putting on some incredible tournaments and leagues. So I owe everything to the WR team. They have blessed me so much. I know Prophecy does an incredible job for them, and it's an honor to be back at the desk with all of you, casting such a great finals matchup. I didn't think Tunnel Vision was able to come out and get Game 3, but they put on a show, and now we could have an interesting matchup right now for a fun one.
Absolutely. No Smoke out strong here, up 10-0. Tunnel Vision looking for their first bucket. As Jay loses it at the top of the key. Wolf putting that pressure on. Reach and foul will stop the play. And an inbound here to push that lead even further. They're having none of Tunnel Vision's antics right now.
No doubt about it. Tunnel Vision has to find some way to stop this team right now. And Malik with the takeover badge zero space knocks down a gigantic 3 there. And now here comes Malik after being ice cold in game 3 at the end there. He started off really hot already with the takeover badge in about 2.5 minutes. That's a problem for Tunnel Vision.
Killer at the top, looking to get his offense going. No good off the left rim. We talked about the perimeter-oriented nature of Tunnel Vision. It looks like No Smoke has locked in here. Game number 4. Great backdoor cut from Wolf and a find. It's 15-0. Hide your belongings. The floodgates are open. Waters are running here.
Is exactly what you expect to see from No Smoke. And I want to touch on, Killer Kev last game finished with 0 points. One of the big shooters for Tunnel Vision. He has a 6-3-0 matchup. He's not looking good. And here comes No Smoke again. Giant 3, 18-0. This could be coming into the mercy rule real quick if Tunnel Vision can't get their feet from under them. And they're at home, too. This is not how you want to play in front of your home crowd.
Somebody told me, Mike, that crab animation was dead. I've seen about 8 or 9 of those go in, so I don't know what everybody's talking about on Twitter. But nonetheless, Game 4 action here for you in the WR Finals. Inbound to Jay. Shump looking for the backdoor cut. He'll fade to the left corner here as Goated goes to work. Tough animation on the pass. Shump finds it. He's pinched hard in the corner. Phantom alley-oop. Not sure where he was going with that one. It's all No Smoke here, Mike.
and this defense is just causing so much chaos. As you take a look, when we play these kind of 2K games and everybody goes straight into the corners, you can almost get away with that 2-3 mesh zone where the big man can step up, he can step down, and you're seeing that from Ramo right now. Ramo is literally patrolling the paint, stepping up, stepping down, not even worrying about his man. So this is a good start for No Smoke and how they want to play. Shump going to be able to put in the first basket of the night for Tunnel Vision with that first one, and that goes in. But, man, this defense, you got to find a way to now break out of this defense against No Smoke that is causing way too many issues, and it's just tough to blur the lines with that kind of mesh zone. It's truly a man, but the zone is also in play there.
What up to D2 and Swizzy and Pink Foams in the chat? Appreciate you guys checking in. Watching the bloodbath here. No Smoke. It's just done all the dirty work necessary to extend their lead to 21-2. Under a minute to go here. Tunnel Vision barely on the scoreboard. Early on in game number 4. Goated. That cold spell. Over to you, Matt, huh? He's not been bashful taking the ball to the rack. He gets rejected there. Splendid defensive play. They find Wolf in the corner. Lefty J off the back rim. No good. Tunnel Vision with the outlet to Shump.
Wow.
He's going to be contested on that layup. Somehow gets it to drop.
Great drop right there. And, you know, you mad, huh? He finished game number 3 with 18 points. This is a man that scored 2 in game 1, 9 in game 2. He became a player to watch in game number 3. Quickly gets stopped there with a huge rejection, and No Smoke continues to just apply the pressure that you want to see. But I want everybody to be mindful here. We are talking a lot about No Smoke and what we're seeing right now, but we've seen Tunnel Vision come back. Tunnel Vision was down by 16 at one point in game 1. They came back, made it a 2-point loss. This team can climb back if they find their momentum. Of course, it's going to be extremely difficult against a No Smoke team who's playing top-tier basketball right now.
Championship level, no question about that. They've raised some banners already in this 2K19 cycle. Looking to do so for the big granddaddy of them all, the PS4 WR Finals, Season 13. That'd be one incredible notch on their belt for this season. They're looking to get one step closer here in Game 4. Here's Doza in the corner, Lefty J. That's pretty. He splashes one down. 21-point lead now for No Smoke.
This is a huge hill to try to overcome from Tunnel Vision. This is where you really need to band together. Everybody's going to be questioning what they're doing on the comms right now. Somebody has to step up, be the leader, calm everybody down, let them know we have 15 minutes of basketball. A stop like that from Shump can lead to you, Mad Huh, going up, alley-ooping himself, and that's going to be a Sports Center top 10.
That's an absolutely filthy play. Caught the defense slipping a little bit there off the window to himself.
And that brings a smile to your face. If you're Tunnel Vision, that gets the energy. That gets you guys a little bit looser there. And a couple more defensive stops could make you feel like you could come back. This isn't insurmountable.
No question about that. We have seen them climb back from big deficits in this series. So we're not going anywhere despite the lopsided score. We're just into the second quarter here. 2-1 lead in Game 4. For No Smoke here. Win here would go a long way to their ultimate goal of winning a championship. They're well on their way. Goated baited a little bit with the scary to the corner, deflected out of bounds.
That's one of those passes when you're getting bumped by Wolf, that's a 50-50 ball no matter how open that person is because that's a long pass to travel from about 3/4 court, and just to try to get it over to the corner for a dot, it's going to become very sketchy. Thankfully, they get out of that with just a tip ball, and they get a second possession, and Killer Kev is going to yank something ugly up, which leads to Feast just in transition, and that is not what you want here. Those ugly shots, those ill-advised shots, when you're down by this much, every possession is going to count, and you got to at least get close. Things like that just take the air out of a team.
And we hope everybody brought their canoes and paddle boards here. Can navigate these treacherous waters. It's flood season. The WR Finals. No Smoke dominant here. Killer Kev to the corner. Shump with a big shot. That's no good.
And Ramo, a big-time rebound. This man shows you he can do it all down on the glass. Call him Mr. Glass because he's Windexing him. and he's fun to watch. Of course, we've seen him a little bit on the offense, moving his big body around, playing some post-up offense, which I like to see. Get him involved a little bit, With this big of a lead, I wouldn't be surprised if No Smoke starts to give some touches to everybody as Malik puts up an ugly one there and you, Mad Huh, able to get in transition and get a bucket. But I would like to see this ball kind of spread around, work the offense, get everybody involved as No Smoke can do. Like to see Ramo and Feast get in here.
No question. No Smoke is a team-oriented, balanced attack. They've done so all season. I think they got 4 double-digit scoring players here. I'm going to pull up the stats right now, actually, for No Smoke. Yeah, 4 players in double digits in the regular season. 5 if you count Swizzark, the rotation player. But Malik with 15.6 over 16 games played. Feast with 11 himself. Wolf 10.5. Fab with 12.1. So they do it from all around the court, and they do share the wealth. So see if they continue to do so in this series and on their way to a big finals win here. Wolf from the corner. And if he's hitting those, they're going to be tough to beat.
If he's hitting those, that means everybody's getting some. That means everybody's feeling it right now. And they're fighting for their 4th championship here in the NBA 2K19 leagues. And this is a big deal for them. They were swept last night in the WR Holiday Classic. Of course, they win the NAPX tournament for the New Year's Eve fun. And so these guys, they want to continue to make a name for themselves. Here's some pro players showing out during the offseason. And that's what us fans of the game want to see.
Great points by Mike there. Doza launches. No good there. Look at Ramo consume that rebound, gets fouled, and we'll reset it here on the left side.
Ramo just fun to watch, and it's nice to see him attack the boards. That's, kind of a lost art on some people, really getting in and making your presence known. And that's one thing, Tunnel Vision, when they had that push in Game 2 and Game 3, they were able to stop Ramo on the boards. That's what they need to do, because these second chance opportunities deflate the team and give these guys another opportunity to put in a bucket that they're going to make off the scramble and the pop. So you got to find a way to control this paint.
How many times have we seen those advanced passes being deflected by No Smoke in transition? They do such a great job getting their hands up and disrupting those plays. That's loomed large. How this series has played out. A team that likes to get out and run. Tunnel vision there.
Oh.
Jay going to work with the body, but gets rejected at the rim. Malik's going to kick it ahead to Feast. Goes to the Euro step. Unfortunate miss there on a beautiful move.
The Euro step was pretty, but the defense was even prettier. Ramo not afraid. He had the takeover badge, too. And, the smaller man, Jay, just trying to get a body. Unfortunately, Ramo said, no, not in here, sir.
What up to Flacco? Enjoy the soothing sounds of the commentary. We appreciate you coming in from Wolf's stream. Of course, you see his overlay banner there. We appreciate him allowing us to cover this series through his source stream. Feast there with the board. Second chance opportunities all over the place for No Smoke. Really, if you want to tell one story of this series, that's been it, I would say, Mike.
No doubt about it. The boards kill you, and that was one that we talked about in the pregame of what do you have to stop? How does this team so good? What are their keys to victory? It's defense and the offensive second chances on the back of Ramo. And if you can't stop that, if you can't get the ball past half court 90% of the time, you're going to have an issue. And we've seen that. They get bailed out right there off the misstep on the rebound. And they're going to have 12 seconds to round out the half. A nice 3 or even just a bucket 2 would go a long way for this Tunnel Vision team here at home to get a little momentum. And Goated gets the blow by. Goated's got to play big right now, especially with such a huge deficit of 20 points. They're going to be looking to him and everybody else to play big, but especially him to try to be the offensive facilitator.
Still a lot of basketball to be played for certain. It's tides have been stemmed here a little bit at this 20-point lead. So we'll see if Tunnel Vision can make a run here and establish some momentum in the second half. Here's Malik for the buzzer-beating 3. What a shot from the left hash mark. There's your player of the half, stretching it out there, showing what he's about.
This man is always shooting extremely hot, and we talked about it with the latest patch update coming out and the high contest rates of even just being in the general facility. Malik doesn't need that. He is shooting the leather off the basketball, whether you're near him or not near him. He's had his cold spouts, but shooters are going to shoot, and you got to shoot to get hot, shoot to stay hot, and Malik is doing exactly that.
I'm going to take a brief intermission to tell you about the Season 2 mock draft hosted by WR Pro-Am League. So reach out via the DMs on Twitter at WR Pro-Am League. If you want to participate in that, we are looking for a couple more qualified individuals to run that mock draft with us, make some selections, have some fun. So we're going to do that in a couple of days. Make sure you join us on our Twitch right here for the mock draft. Here's more action for you in the WR finals. No Smoke up big. And on the free throw line here, looks like the concession will be made as Shump has exited out along with Killa.
Ooh, that's always a tough one for me, of course. Is this lead truly insurmountable? Does everybody have to quit out? Do we play this out? What does the community and the viewers want to see? It's also one of those, when everybody starts to quit out on you, what's the feeling going to be like when we head into game number 5 with our backs against the wall in elimination? Was that the move? Should we have taken that extra time to maybe wear out the No Smoke team, maybe realign and talk about our game plans? Because now we quit out, and now we're right up. We got to go. You know what I mean? There's no let's take 5 minutes as we could have gotten if we played out the rest of game 4.
And you really pick up right where you left off with no indication on how you can turn things around. Like you said, instead of taking that time to maybe establish something on either end of the court that you can take into the next game, you're just kind of saying it's over with and let's move on to the next one and pick things right back up. So it's an interesting choice. I'd like to hear the chat's comments on that regarding Mike's question here. You can let us know what you think. They're getting the check marks going. No Smoke's looking to get their 4th championship, Mike. This 2K19 cycle already. They've just been dominant, especially on the PS4 console. They do work on the Xbox side as well. So just an unbelievable brand this No Smoke team has developed into, and forced to be reckoned with, certainly, as we approach the Pro League coming up in Season 2.
No doubt about it. A huge brand to create and make. Wolf goes off, makes his own team, gets Ramo, who will be playing in Indianapolis with him. Doza has experience with Ramo from those Piston days. So this is a big deal for all 3 of these guys to be together, to have Feast on the squad. He's been playing terrific from that corner over there. And, Malik, he's a player to watch. Top 200 on the list right now. He's looking for an email. And the way he plays, it would be hard to believe he's not making the top 150.
It's going to be an interesting weekend the rest of the way. We're going to get word about all the top 150 very soon. So that's very exciting. Some business to attend to, though. WR Pro-Am League PS4 is wrapping up here in this final round coverage of Tunnel Vision and No Smoke. We're going with Game 5 here with a 3-1 advantage for No Smoke and a chance to get that elusive title, WR Pro-Am League. So here we go with Game 5.
Here we go, and Tunnel Vision has to start off with strong defense. Make them work to get each and every basket. Do not let Malik get open and have the easy ones. And then on the offensive side, control the narrative. Dictate how this game is going to go. If they start bumping you, they start causing the chaotic and frustrated passes, this game will be over before you know it, and especially after the quit outs early at halftime. We can't let this happen again. So Tunnel Vision, big order here. Thankfully, they will be playing in that burnt orange. They got to win in the burnt orange before, so can they do it again?
We will find out here as the tip-off gets underway. No Smoke in their home arena with a chance to send the fans home happy. Have a celebration here for their home fans as Goated goes to work on the right hash mark. Little hezzy dribble. It's going to have you mad. Short corner right side. Another post animation. I don't know what I'm seeing. The meta is changing before my eyes. So many post-ups. Here's Jay from the top of the key. No good.
Oh,
that inside.
Nice
Rejected.
Offensive rebound. 2 chances for him. The pump fake had you worried there as he hesitated, but able to get his own one and put one back in. And Madhud's going to be a player. He needs to produce as well. Had a quiet couple of games, a huge game when they won. So he's a player I want to keep my eye on as well.
Seems to be if he gets out in that transition game, then Tunnel Vision's got a good chance to win. That's been the story we've watched unfold in this final round series. Goated with some ball pressure in the backcourt. Screen there to free him up at the top of the key. He's going to pull with the lefty J. No good off the right ram rebound to who else but Ramo inside.
And we know Goated can make those. He has to make those, actually, if this team needs to stay in it. He's just got to make sure he's picking and choosing the right time to put up such a fader like that. Got to get a little bit momentum. But Jay with a big steal for him. And Umadha is going to put up a 3 of his own, and that's a big start for him right there. 5 points alone for him.
Showing his versatility as well. We've seen him get out on the break here with some big finishes. Some nice mid-range shots, but he stretches it out there for a big 3-ball. Tunnel vision up. But Ramo, the alley-oop try, no good. Goated. Nice pass to UMAD once again. They're looking for him. Unable to convert there. Feast with the board. And Malik initiates on the right side for no smoke.
Oh, lid on the basket right now for no smoke. Can't get these baskets in transition, and Tunnel Vision having a chance to continue to add to this lead. They got to make sure they're taking advantage of these because they're not going to get many moments where this is not going on the side of no smoke.
They've struggled with some slow starts, so chance to break that tendency here in game number 5. Killa at the top of the key, looking for any kind of space to get his offense going. We haven't seen much of it. His shot errant there off the back rim, and does it over to Ramo. Whips a pass to Malik. Screen is set. Bail out of the shot to Feast. Hands it back off to Malik at the hash. Screen by Ramo. He'll look for the slip. Nothing there. Tunnel Vision playing some good defense. 3 seconds on the shot clock. Malik's going to fire. No good there, and they finish the possession.
That is huge. That's the Tunnel Vision that we got to see. Huge 2.5 minutes for them. Madhun's going to get bailed out. Can't put his own butt back in, and that's too bad for him. Little errant there. Would have liked to see him pull it out, slow down the offense because Doza might make you pay. He does not. And look at these defensive rebounds. This is what we talked about. If you want to stay in it, and you also got to be mindful of those passes going into transition. Ramo with the elephant arms, as Prophecy likes to say, with the big-time steal, and Doza's able to put in a deep 2, make it 5-4. But they're playing terrific right now for the first 3 minutes, just missing a couple of these opportunities, and Wolf going to get his hands in the cookie jar.
Ball goes out of bounds. It will stay here. The ref makes the signal there on the right side of your screen. Timeout for Doza, a.k.a. Fab. Got the substitute account he's using there to run with his no smoke squad. Minute 49 to go. It's been a slow start for both teams, Mike.
Slow start, and, I have to give it to Tunnel Vision right now. I'm very pleased with what I'm seeing. Of course, no smoke, we know it will only take a small light of the match for them to catch red-hot fire. But who I'm looking at right now is Killa Kev. Killa Kev has been ice cold all series long. Started off all right in game number 1, but he's their shooter, and Killer Kev has not been putting in any baskets, and that's tough because now you start to play on a 4-on-5 type situation if you can't rely on this player to put in the baskets you need.
Yeah, he's a 50% three-point shooter, according to the stats for the regular season. 35 out of 71 in the regular season. Goated was 58%, 65 made in the WR regular season. Big scoring numbers for him. So they've cut off the heads of the snakes, so to speak. If you're no smoke, shut down that perimeter well, but Tunnel Vision still in this thing. Long way to go if they can keep the defense up. They're out in front here in the first quarter. Killa looking for space. They're putting it in his hands despite the struggles. He fills it up with an impressive leaning J there with the left hand.
Huge bucket for him. Just as we touch on him and talk about him in Spotlight, he has to make those. He does put that one in, and there adds to the lead. Now we have an 8-4 ball game. It's a very low-scoring affair, so every basket's going to matter, especially against no smoke, as Malik shows you he can do it on the inside with the drive and the body. That was impressive to see him. Way to take the opportunity. They're going to play you bump because they don't want him to shoot it all, Prophecy. So if you can get the burn by and you can go get a layup like that, you got to earn it down low, and he does.
Great take from Malik there, finding a way to get on that scoreboard. He's been the catalyst for no smoke. Always a threat no matter where he is. Got to account for him. Here's Goated. Right side of your screen, half spin. Number 5 in the burnt orange. 10 seconds on the shot clock. They got to get it moving. Couple of crossovers. Dive action is there. It was kind of a hazy sequence there, but they find a way.
Great patience. They seem to really want that pick and roll, that possession, and it was a great patience to just really wait it out and keep going with it, never give up, and it paid off for them. There's the steal on Ramo with the bump, and now Shump to the alley and the oop. Not going to go in, though, for Madhun. That's going to clang off the rim, and it's actually, unfortunately, going to go in favor of the no-smoke team there.
That's a tough break. Got a nice play in the fast break. It's probably the right play to throw the oop there. Just didn't get it to go down. No smoke now. Down 3, 10 seconds left. Doza finds Ramo easily inside. They
Great
didn't guard
find
the big
by
man
Doza.
rolling.
and he shows you why he was in Season 1 of the NBA 2K League. This guy can do it all, whether he's got to be the facilitator or if he needs to put up some points to get Malik open once again after that pressure he's always feeling. This kid can do it all. I'm always so impressed by him.
Long pass to Malik, has a look at it. Defense was too late getting a hand up, and you know what that means. 3 points are down for No Smoke and their home whites. Looking to raise a banner here in game number 5. They're up 3-1. Goated has a little space at the top. He'll take it to the left elbow, get Ramo jumping, but Wolf baits him the whole way, intercepts that pass. No Smoke going the other way with Doza.
And with 7K on the line, you have to make sure you are perfect at all times. Of course, No Smoke has the buffer zone. Shump going to go up, gets rejected, but draws the body. But 7K on the line, if you're tunnel vision, you want a piece of that cash money. You got to play big. You got to play perfect to answer the call here. If not, No Smoke's going to walk off, and they're going to be counting their money to the bank, as we've seen all series long. It's been in their favor, and they're the players to lose right now. They're the players to beat.
Pressure's on No Smoke to close this thing out. No doubt about that. Closeout games do tend to be tough. Just that mental approach, feeling like you got it in the bag, maintaining your focus. Here's Ramo.
And this is what you want. Get Ramo outside of the paint. Make him dribble. What is he doing out there when you know he's the man on the offensive glass? That's exactly what you want to see from tunnel vision. Get him caught way up there on that pick and roll action.
Malik pressured on the left side near the hash, leading Jay from midi, no good. Ramo again with the board, throws it into the backcourt.
I think that was a one of those passes when you bring up the icons and you're just so reliant on giving it to your point guard. Unfortunately, Doza might have been sleeping on that one and ran all the way across backcourt right there.
So here we go in a tie ball game. Forcing some passes here. Got to be careful with that rock. Watch your decision-making here in an important stretch of game number 5. First half action. Minute gone in the second. Inbound to Goda in the right corner. He's going to dump it into Shump. He's worked a couple of times down low. No good on that one. The lefty hook. Ramo with the board. Up to Doza. Nice cut there by Wolf and a finish.
Wolf making you pay, and that's more Shump's game on the backdoor cut with momentum, head of steam towards the basketball. Unfortunately, he hasn't shown us that he can do the back to the hoop and push his man down. He's got to have a full head of steam and going straight at the hoop. So I'd like to see Shump get out in that corner and find that backdoor cut. Get that head of steam instead of putting his butt on the man and trying to get a little momentum there. Not his type of game.
Couple of crossovers. Finally, the screen set. Goated. Hesitated. Didn't like the spacing there. Jay's going to give it back to him. Set another hard screen. Bail out of the shot for Goated. 4 seconds on the shot clock. Jay forced to put it up. Good defensive possession for No Smoke. And the outlet to Wolf will result in a two-handed throwdown.
Oh, unfortunate situation there. Bad offense there by tunnel vision, and that's what No Smoke makes you do. They're just going to make you pay, and looks like Doze is going to cause a foul before that 3 goes in. Very unfortunate for tunnel vision. That's too bad on that situation.
Go to dribble drive here. Gets Ramo jumping. Indecisive. Throws it back out to the top, and Jay will pick up a foul. 4th team foul on No Smoke. So penalty for tunnel vision the rest of the way in the second. 2:41 to go. Game 5, best of 7. 3-1 No Smoke here. UMatt in the corner. They'll ISO. He's going to go hard. No stopping him that time. The windmill jam, ferocious for UMatt.
Great. Put that man in the dunk contest because he's windmilling. He's Vinsanity it all day. Good steal right there by UMatt, who's doing it on both sides of the court. Jay's able to pick up the 50-50 ball and give it up to Shump. And 16-16 now after a slow start. Tunnel vision staying close.
Got to give him a lot of credit. You can't imagine a tougher opponent for them to be going against here. And they're not backing down, no question. They've had a couple of concessions just in games that were out of hand, but we've seen them play tight a lot of the way in this series. Got a victory, of course, and had a chance to win game 1, certainly. Some close action here. 2 minutes now in the second. 18-16, No Smoke. Doza on the attack, home whites.
And now
Big
this
for
team
Ramo.
becomes tough to guard when everybody is firing on all cylinders and everybody's getting involved. We've gone from you have to shut down Malik and make somebody else score to now all 5 players are contributing. All 5 players are playing in their games, and there's Malik with a deep 3. And that's
about the
because
off
everybody's
ball?
looking around now is right. Now you're worried about everybody else, and Malik can get free on the off ball.
Great screen set by Ramo there, freeing up Malik at the top. And a great pass. Going the other way here. That's a reverse jam for Shump with authority. Keeps that momentum. Swinging too much to one side of the pendulum. We got a minute left in the first half.
Got to keep it close if you're tunnel vision. Can't let this one drop. They don't. Good defensive rebound, and they're on the run to try to make this a close ball game heading out of the second quarter. And a big-time 3 in the corner by Shump, who has really caught fire after a couple of big offensive possessions. He's now answering the call that this team needs.
They're going for the secondary off-ball screen. You see Ramo setting on the right hash, and they're going immediately over. We'll see if he slips that on the ensuing next couple of possessions. If I can Tony Romo this thing for a second. There's a Shump layup inside, and tunnel vision takes a 2-point lead. So here they are again. Just pesky tunnel vision squad, not going away.
Not going away, making Doza put up some ugly threes. And like I said, Shump needs that full head of steam going straight to the hoop. We've seen him 3 times in a row now with these nice drives and dumps on the dunk. And there it is again right there in transition. And that's what Shump needs. Here's the lockdown takeover badge in effect. And this is really going to help for the final 20 seconds against Malik, who has his takeover badge.
They're hedging hard on Malik, not giving him any space. There's a great play. Out of bounds to tunnel vision. Looks like a deflected ball there, but tunnel vision's going to take the possession. Up 4 now, 13 seconds left. See if they can get a good shot and extend this lead going into the break. Goated works the right side. Screen is set for him. Probably had the step back, but he goes to the post fade again. No good. The rebound, does that count? No, it doesn't look like.
Unfortunately, won't count. And, great second quarter right there for Tunnel Vision to now take the lead, get the momentum in their favor. And that was truly on the back of Shump and the defensive stops there. They've kept Ramo off the glass. They've gotten the transitions that they want with Shump running out. And you can see 13 points right now for Shump, 0 for Goated. Goated has to get up on this board right now, or at least continue to feed Shump in transition if they want to win this game. That's going to be the moment to watch here. Is Goated going to get involved?
Defense has been sound for tunnel vision, under 50% for no smoke in that first half, both from mid and long range. Here's Ramo on the big finish on the well-read alley-oop play. Nice distribution there. And an easy bucket as we get the second half started. Everything's on the line here for no smoke. They got a chance to get some big dollars, over $7K in winnings if they're able to close this thing out. Game number 5, Wolf is going to get to the line after the nice takeaway. Forces a turnover of his own there, so here we go, Mike.
2 big things coming from Wolf. Of course, first off, getting his hands in the cookie jar and taking that ball away. But second, as you saw, there was going to be the reach-in to cancel that transition, and Wolf's smart enough to smash the X button right there and get the shot up to cause the shooting foul. I was very impressed with Wolf's IQ to recognize that transition and what was going to happen there.
He's had more of an impact in this game. We haven't called his name too much. He's played his role nicely, pestering on defense, playing that corner on offense, taking his looks when he gets them. It's good to see him have a good impact this championship series. Gets another takeaway. Up ahead to Feast. They're going to go back to the Wolf. Rejected from behind. No postage. Send it back. Return to sender. Shump for 3.
Kev has to make that right there. Killer Kev knocks down the put-back second chance opportunity, and we talked about him as the secondary shooter there. That's a big answer, especially with Goated being so quiet. He has to knock down every shot, and thankfully tonight here in game number 5, he's answering that.
League looking for space. He's chucking. He gets that one to drop. That's a tough shot, folks. Tie ball game here in game number 5. Good action between these two teams. Starting to put up some buckets here. Killa. Left hash. Works around the screen. Top of the key now. Crosses back towards the left side. And a reach and foul on Feast will reset the clock to 14. Shump Looking for somebody to throw the ball to here. Good defensive pressure. Godin's cold, so we'll see how that plays in the second half here as we get things going. Jay hesitates, but gets it inside to Shump.
Oh,
A bailout pass. No good on the layup.
and look at the transition. That's what they want from you. Malik from that long corner. That's going to be a long two, and that's good. And Malik, the shooter, will just make you pay. Look at the transition. All eyes on Feast there to try to stop the easy layup. Malik right on the back run, and that's easy for him. Now the lead in favor of No Smoke, and the offense is struggling right now for Tunnel Vision. Can Shump hit that? That's much needed for three from the corner.
Good job there. Getting the quick attack on the full court pressure, moving that ball ahead to the corner. There's some full court pressing was going on. Here's Doza, a.k.a. Fab, swings a pass to Malik. Left hash mark. He'll wait for Ramo to screen. He fires. He fills it up. Malik's getting going here.
Malik is getting going, and they're giving him too much space. I don't know if they're popping off to assist somewhere else, but, man, you got to stay on him. That's how they won their last game in game number 3 was they stopped him, and he's getting hot right now and really keeping this team alive for No Smoke.
There's one guy you can't afford to get hot. It's him. They're giving him a little bit too clean of looks, I would say, last couple of possessions. So 33-31, No Smoke now. Third quarter time will become a factor. This game's going to tighten up. Ball deflected on that inbound alley play. Read nicely by the No Smoke squad. Multiple defenders there. Kick to the corner. Feast has the lefty Jay. No good. Jay with a big rebound and outlet.
Oh.
Jump's going to go ahead with a two-handed and one throwdown. He'll hang on the rim for emphasis.
That was huge to stop Feast in the corner, missing that, and then Shump all day in transition. He gets a big one, especially when it felt like he was about to get stopped. 2 defenders in there, somehow knifes through the defense and gets that and one, gets the momentum back on their side, but got to stop him on defense. We got a minute 55 remaining in the third. A lot of time left in this game, but it's also ticking away. Can they get the stops they need? And Ramo with a big-time alley-oop from Doza. That was pretty, and those two connecting are fun to watch.
No question about it. Goated. Still fighting that cold spell. Now on the right side of your screen, number 5 in the burnt orange. Tunnel Vision. Screen set here. Good job by the defense to fight through. Killa's looking for space. Nothing there. He goes to the hop step. Little ball fake and a righty layup. That's a nice play. High-tier competitive move there to find a way to get a bucket for his team. Seemed like a broken possession. So Malik's got his sharp badge activated now. See if they look for him with an off-ball screen. Off the set on the right side. They do find him. He's going to bail out of the shot. Lucky to come up with that one. Doza is going to look for his own. Lefty Jay. That's off the rim. No good. And Goda gets the rebound.
Jay with a huge body right there to stop Ramo and get him out of the paint on the box out. And now Goda with a chance to try to get a little bit, nothing from it. He's shooting ice cold, and that was too far beyond the 3. No pass jack is not going to help Tunnel Vision after a great defensive stop right there, too.
They'll look back on a lot of opportunities missed throughout this series, no question about that, but still hanging tough. 34 seconds in the third. Malik is going to find an open Doza. His shot no good, so consecutive misses here for No Smoke. Leads to Shump. And you mad on the break. He's going to get caught.
Missed that give and go. They had done it before. You would have loved to see it one more time, those two in transition. And, yep, just puts it up, misses that. And that is from the half-court line right there. Malik with the takeover. Knocked that one down. Make it 38-36 with 10 remaining in the third quarter. Malik absolutely taking over this third quarter of basketball, folks.
I think Malik smells a title. Alley-oop backdoor. It's rejected. Great play by No Smoke to save that one defensively. And here we go into the fourth. No Smoke has a 2-point advantage, 38-36. Got to say what up to Smooth DG. Appreciate your kind words in the chat. We're glad you're enjoying the broadcast of the WR Finals, PS4 side. It is 3-1. No Smoke does have the lead. 7K is on the line, folks. We're going down the stretch with SnowBike Mike. Let's do it.
Huge 5 minutes, folks. Do not look away. Get your popcorn popping as Tunnel Vision has to regain the momentum that they once had. Got to shut down Malik. Got to find a way to keep these role players controlled and got to get It's Goated going right now. Been ice cold, and Wolf has answered the call. You have to give it up to Wolf right now, who's played phenomenal defense. I'm one of the captains of this Tunnel Vision team, and holding him, I think he's still at a goose egg, folks.
Malik gets the foul there on Shump. Hard pinch. from the left side, inbound for Wolf. Just into the fourth tier. Ball fake from Ramo. They get it over to the glass.
They're playing great
Top of the
defense.
key.
2 seconds on the shot clock. Malik, though, wide open. Can't get enough time with the ball. And Ramo gets that. Is they going to call it out of bounds?
Oh, my
Woo.
gosh.
Tunnel
How
vision
does he
getting
get those
bailed
rebounds?
out of that one on that 50-50 rebound by Ramo. And they're going to have a chance to tie this or take the lead. And look at the full court press now from No Smoke. This is what broke Tunnel Vision once before. And Shump does a great job with the team to get those passes to go up past the half-court line. And you know what's faster than dribbling the ball? Passing the ball. And that's how you break the press right there.
Shout out to Trank and Shaka joining us in the chat. Appreciate you guys. Here's Malik and the interior to Ramo. Couple of ball fakes. Finally goes up with it with the right hand off the glass. Kisses it home. No Smoke up 2 here.
Big patience by Ramo and a big-time opportunity there. Not afraid of that 3 seconds. Not afraid of getting rejected. Gets the pump fakes and gets enough space that he needs to put that easy one in.
Goated still fighting that cold spell we've seen throughout the duration of this second half. That's a great pass to Killa.
Killa, Kev, answer the call, my friend. He's awakened.
It's a huge shot.
And let's see Malik work off on the off ball right now. We're seeing the high screen and roll. Here comes Ramo with the off ball screen, trying to get Malik working. They don't want Dozer to put it up, and Malik with enough space. No good there, and that's what Tunnel Vision needs right here, right now with 3 minutes remaining. Both teams with 4 and 3 timeouts, and we got plenty of ball game ahead of us, but Tunnel Vision getting the stops that they need. Now they have to capitalize on the offensive side, and it's going to unfortunately have to be somebody other than Goated, who is just getting bodied right now by Wolf. Pushes him out of bounds, and it's going to be No Smoke ball.
Let me hear who you got in the chat in this particular game. It's a great one down the stretch. 3 minutes to go. No Smoke or Tunnel Vision extending. Ball fake at the top. Left elbow. It's a heads-up alley-oop pass. Feast wasn't quite ready for that one. And a timeout with 10 seconds on the shot clock. I think he was surprised by that look, actually.
That was a surprising one there. And then the kick out to Malik, you could tell shooters want to shoot, and he was about to pull that. The patience to pull it back down and just get the pump fake and timeout. Way to reset the offense, especially when Tunnel Vision has the momentum. They need a basket here. This is big for No Smoke. They have to have a basket to try to slow this team down here.
Pressure cooker on both sides here.
Oh,
Final round series. Malik misses the Krabby there. Ramo again on the board. Low right block. Spin move. Blocked at the rim. That's a great play defensively.
huge
5
defense.
seconds on the shot clock. Doza, top of the key 3. No good off the rim. Feast gets another opportunity for No Smoke.
And that's demoralizing right there for the Tunnel Vision team, who had 3 back-to-back big defensive stops. Now a chance. Great stop on the alley-oop. Here comes the run to UMad Hunt. He's going to put it up. Good job on the shooting foul right there, and he's going to go to the line for 2. Big job to stop that before the foul was called and make him go inbound.
Close to a clear path situation even, I would say. Here's UMad at the stripe for 2 here. Calmly knocks down the first. Puts his team up 2. We're going down into crunch time here. 2:14. This is a must-win, obviously, for Tunnel Vision. Win or go home. They're down 3-1. Chance to extend this series with a good 2 minutes here.
Oh, so close on the behind-the-back swat. Tried to get there, but Ramo, good drop down on the pick and roll. He gets a good one. They have 4 timeouts. If things start to get bumpy and not go their way, they need to start using these and protect these possessions.
It's a great call by Mike there. UMad. Short corner right side. Back out to Goated. Still struggling. Can he hit this one from the top? No good off the back rim. Ball deflected right into the hands of Feast. Gets it to Malik.
Very unfortunate situation there. Being ice cold all game long for Goated, not being able to knock that one down. And that might have been the moment to use a timeout, especially with you, Madha, probably burning half of that shot clock over in that corner to give it to It's Goated and just really nothing coming from it. You got to be mindful. Somebody has to step up and slow him down. Look at this right now. 0 points for It's Goated right now.
Unbelievable. The player they lean on, perhaps more so than anybody else offensively, held to a goose egg on the scoreboard, but they're still right here with a chance to win this ball game. 90 seconds to go. Doze at the top. Ramo, hard screen. He's got to get it back and fire with that lefty J. No good.
And perfect defense, Prophecy. That's what they have to do. Make Ramo shoot it from the outside. Why is he shooting it from the outside when he's been ice cold all series long with crunch time on the line? That's great job by Tunnel Vision, putting it in his hands and making him feel like he should shoot that.
Can go to get going here in the final minute. Double crossover. Whips it inside. Umanda somehow comes up with that ball. Couple of spins at the right elbow. He's going to walk it back with 5 on the shot clock. Hesitation, dribble, and a ball fake. Goes up with the right-handed layup. No good. Ramo with the board.
Wow, big possession there. And, a lot of stagnant offense looking at you, Madhunt, trying to get it and can't get the first dot down low. Misses that. Really worked Ramo. He did a good job down low, but just not the right shot there, unfortunately. And we have a minute left, and now every shot's going to matter.
Doza pass that one up over to Malik. That's a baited pass by Madhunt. Great play defensively. There's another deflection by No Smoke. They get so many of those.
Whew. Big timeout there to stop that one by the team for Tunnel Vision, as that was going to start becoming 50-50. Even with an extra pass or shot, that wouldn't have looked pretty for them.
Couldn't ask for a better game here. 43-42, 40 seconds left. Tunnel Vision playing for their season. No Smoke playing for a big purse here. They're able to close this one out. Who's going to take it home? Inbound for Jay on the left side. Goaded with the ball pressure by Wolf there. Runs into a pinch. That's a great play by Feast.
And there's that stop. They're unfortunately going to go into the bonus. So that's one of those things when we talk about the clear path, we talk about the transition and the reach in. That one's going to stop the move. But thankfully, No Smoke is going to go into the bonus. So Feast technically going to put up his 2. Can't convert on the second one. And we got a 43-43 ball game. Both teams with some timeouts here. And there's 30 seconds. We're going to see about 2 or 3 possessions here before this final whistle's blown.
Going over the screens every time. Jay with the ball fake. He'll look to hand back off here. 7 seconds now. They got to start getting it going. Tried to dot the corner. Defense was there. Jay's got to look for somebody. He finds a man inside the backdoor cut. It's Shump for a layup with 12 seconds left.
Huge find right there. Great dot, and don't look away. 7 seconds. Fab, a.k.a. Doza, with the ball. This is going to be the biggest play of the night. Wolf from the corner. It's a green bean. 46-45. No Smoke with something incredible there from the lockdown and the captain.
The legend, SnowBikeMike with the call, and a huge basket, perhaps a championship clinching one. From the corner for that man, Wolf. Green beans.
Whoa.
46-45.
I have goosebumps there, Prophecy, from seeing that one. But you know what? Don't count out Tunnel Vision. They're only down by 1.9. Something special can happen.
Watch for the off balls here.
And plenty of timeouts, too. We can play one more time here. Who are you going to go to, Prophecy? Who are you looking at?
My gut's telling me I got to look for Kill on an off ball. Goated hasn't had it. He hasn't had it going on the offensive end. So if you could free up Killa, he's hit a couple of long-range shots. See if they can get him a look here clean.
I'm
Perhaps
looking
a staggered off-ball screen.
Unfortunately, Shump has the inbound. I'm looking for Shump with a head full of steam straight at the hoop. He's been hot all night. There's the alley. Quick timeout there. I don't know if that was the move or not, but big move there.
Unbelievable. What action down the stretch. Drama intensifying. No Smoke trying to close out this championship hunt. They nearly gave up an easy basket with 1 second left. I think there was all indications that was going to be a finished bucket on the inside if he came down to that when they called a timeout. Let's see if it works out for him. Inbound from the right for Shump.
Again.
Alley-oop is there. No good. That's the championship, and No Smoke is your WR Season 13 PS4 champion with a Game 5 clinching victory. The heroics from Wolf in the corner. Mike, I'm gassed. I don't know what to say after that exciting finish. Unbelievable stuff. Congratulations to the champs, No Smoke.
Unbelievable. Give it up for your champions, No Smoke. 4th championship here in the NBA 2K19 era, but also give some love to Tunnel Vision for making this a good one, making some really interesting games. A couple of them were down to the wire, and we had a ton of fun. So give it up for both teams. Get some GGs in the chat. And, of course, give it up for your squad at the WR Pro-Am League, for putting all this together, leagues, tournaments, and so forth. You and your 5 can sign up and show that you can compete with some of the best. And I want to give a big love and shout out to our man Prophecy on the 1s and 2s. He not only runs his own league, but he brings you the hype on the mic all the time.
Appreciate you, SnowBikeMike Mike. This was a pleasure, man. I had such a good time on this broadcast. Let's get a championship banner graphic for the winners here. There it is. Courtesy of Nap. No smoke. Champions, PS4 Season 13. Let it be known. They've done it once again. Raising a ring and a banner multiple times in this 2K19 cycle. And they're able to get the clutch basket in the